Good morning, Fantasy Endgame family. It is game day for week 5. I'm here to answer as many of your questions as I can to get your lineup set right for the upcoming week. Obviously, we already have a game going on right now. If you're just waking up, Minnesota versus the Browns tied at 7. We have a Cam Akers to Josh Oliver touchdown. Yes, that is correct. Wildcat running back throw to Josh Oliver. We also have a Dylan Gabriel to Harold Fannin Jr. touchdown. Interesting there. Quinshon Judkins looks great. Jordan Mason was looking good, and then he fumbled, and he hasn't played since the fumble. And for some reason, a coach's decision, Jordan Addison has not played a snap. So if you started Jordan Addison, good luck with that. Not sure what's going on, but I'm here to answer your questions for the games upcoming. I'm going to get through as many of these questions as I can. As always, first, let's dive into the injuries. And as you can see, it is just me today, so I'll do my best to get through everything. Let's start with the big injuries for the week. Of course, these players are out, not going to be in your lineups this week. Lamar Jackson, hopefully you already know that, which is going to be a big knock to everybody in this offense. Maybe not Derrick Henry. Maybe they'll just lean on Henry in this game, as they should. Bucky Irving out, so that's a big blow. Of course, Rachaad White, the priority pickup here. It's Sunday. Rachaad White should already be picked up, but if you got him, he's a good start. Chuba Hubbard as well. I like Rico Dowdle this week. Definitely a good matchup here against this Dolphins defense. Not a good run defense. But again, Rico Dowdle shouldn't still be out there. But if he is and you need him, go get Rico Dowdle. Trey Benson, going on to IR probably until after the team's bye week, which I believe is week 10. So you dropped a ton of fab on Trey Benson. You got him for one game. Brock Bowers. Okay, this is an interesting one because Pete Carroll said Brock Bowers is going to plan to play. Adam Schefter is saying that the only way the injury is going to heal is with rest, and he refuses to rest. But then Ian Rappaport saying he's not going to play. He's going to rest today. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this one today. But I would definitely have a backup plan for Brock Bowers. I mean, I don't even think this guy is close to 100% anyway. So if you have a better option, I'd probably just sit Brock Bowers. Tyrone Tracy not playing this week, so another week of Cam Scattaboo. Let's go. Terry McLaurin, is still out. CeeDee Lamb, still out, although there was a report that he's making good progress. Probably going to put CeeDee Lamb on the buy low this week. Good time to buy low on CeeDee Lamb. Other Dallas wide receiver, Kevontae Turpin, is out. So, Jalen Tolbert, if you need him, not a bad option. Mike Evans still out. J.J. McCarthy, well, it doesn't matter because they're playing right now. Same with Joe Flacco. We don't care. All right, on to the questionable in players. We only have one player that's still questionable. I could not find an update on Juwan Johnson, but it may not matter because both Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau are going to be activated and are playing today. So not sure how much they're going to be playing. Not sure how this impacts Juwan Johnson, but I think we got to move him down a little bit with this news. Jaden Daniels is back. Good to go. Yes, he's going to be wearing a brace. If I got Jaden Daniels, I'm starting Jaden Daniels. Unless you have like Justin Herbert or somebody like that who's a very high-end, starting QB. I'm just rolling with Jaden Daniels. Deebo Samuel dealing with that heel injury, but it sounds like he's playing. Should be a good game for Deebo. No Terry McLaurin, JD back, but heel injury is always a little worrisome. Michael Pittman, it sounds like they were just giving him a little rest on Thursday. No issue here with the hamstring. Calvin Ridley. Sounds like he's going to play today. Not sure it matters. I mean, really. Doesn't matter. I don't think so. It does not matter. Marvin Mims playing for whatever that's worth. Dallas Goedert is playing. And, of course, I already mentioned Taysom Hill. And then Bashal Tutin is in the lineup. But he's been dealing with that shoulder injury. We've seen his usage kind of go down the last couple of weeks. We'll see how it is today. Don't feel good about Tutin right now with that shoulder injury until we see more of an uptick from him. All right. Now, there we go. There's the injury rundown. We just ended the first quarter in the game here. Again, still 7-7. Keep you updated on the game. Appreciate you guys being on here while there is a game going on. Come on, it's Vikings-Browns. Come on. Although we do have some fantasy players in here. All right, so before I get to the questions, let me first remind you that there is still time. If you want another way to get your fantasy fix in, there is still time to get on the Underdog and use this Drake May gimme pick You see it right there. He needs to get exactly anything, and you win that pick. It's a win right off the bat. All you got to do is take this Drake May pick, take one other line you see on Underdog that you like, pair them together. Good chance to win your very first pick. But guess what? Even if you don't win your very first pick, it's okay. Because as long as you just play $5, Underdog's going to give you another $100 in bonus funds. So, look, go create an account, sign up using it. You see right there our promo code ENDGAME. Take the Drake May free pick. Take one other line you see on there that you like. Play for $5. Worst case, you lose. They give you 100. Best case, you win, and they give you 100. It's pretty risk free right there. It's a ton of fun. I do them every week with varying degrees of success, of course. And then, of course, also what you're getting right now on top of all that is you also get a deposit match 50% up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So let's say you deposit $100, they're going to give you another $50. Then you play your $5, they're going to give you another $100. That's $150, and you can go all the way up to, I guess, $2,000 because they'll give you $1,000 in bonus cash. So if you're looking for another way to get your fantasy fix in, Underdog is a great way. Go join on Underdog. Just make sure when you do, you sign up and use promo code ENDGAME to take advantage of all those amazing specials. All right, guys, again, it is just me today. So I have to try to keep an eye on and answer as many questions as I can. Keep an eye on the game. Try to answer some draft lane questions. Keep an eye on who's active, who's out. So I'm going to do my best here, guys. I will definitely answer every member question and every super chat question, guaranteed. I will try to sprinkle in some non-super chats, depending on how busy we are, if I can. But, I mean, look, if somebody's going to put up their hard-earned cash to ask a question on the stream, I got to make sure I answer that one no matter what. So let's jump right into it here. Start with our first member, Cody. Yes, Schefter is saying Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau are back. That is correct. Is the Juwan Johnson ride officially over? I mean, it might be. Do I go pick up Hill or Mason Taylor? I'd prefer Mason Taylor here. This is a good spot for Mason Taylor this week against Cowboys. So if you're not feeling good with Juwan Johnson with these guys back, which I understand, I would definitely go pick up Mason Taylor would be my choice here. All right, then another one of our members, P. What is up? All right, 12 team half PPR needs one wide receiver, it looks like a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Jameson Williams, Khalil Shakir, BTJ. You know, I mean, I got to stick to my guns here. Last week, I was kind of like, I can't really start BTJ over like that guy can. I think I can. I'm going to go Jameson Williams, Khalil Shakir here. I got Shakir as solid this week. I think Jameson is a strong flex this week. I just have BTJ as a flex this week. I mean, that's all he's really been until we see something drastically change, and I'm not sure what that's going to be. So I'm going to go Jameson gets the Bengals. Always a chance for a big play against that defense. So I'm going to go Jameson and Shakir here. And then needs one flex in PPR, needs a flex between Godwin, Dowdle, Chase Brown. I think we got to go Dowdle here. Again, that Dolphins run defense is horrible. He should be the lead back. I mean, yeah, Trevor Etienne will get sprinkled in a little bit, but how much is Trevor Etienne really how much run is Trevor Etienne going to really get? Let's go Dowdle here. Good luck, P. All right. First super chat from Elijah. What's up? And then it's a kicker question, and I'm not even going to know who these guys are. Elijah. Why do I still get kicker questions? Tyler Loop, is he the Ravens? Does Nick Folk still kicks? Like, this is a serious question. Nick Folk, I don't even know who Nick Folk kicks for. I'm the worst. Why are you asking me kicker questions? Nick Folk kicks. He's 40 years old. This guy's 40 years old, still kicking. Kicks for the Jets. All right, Nick Folk for the Jets. Jake Elliott, he's still Eagles, right? Fairbairn, Texans? Is he Texans? I mean, this shows you how, like, Kaimi Fairbairn. Who does he kick for? Yeah, still kicks for the Texans. I don't know. This Loop's the Ravens, right? you can't feel good about the kicker for the Ravens this week with Cooper Rush against the Texans. Maybe the Jets kicker against the Eagles kicker? Isn't it just, I don't know, the Eagles kicker? Eagles kicker. Why are we getting kicker? Why do you guys ask us kick? Why are you dropping a super chat for a kicker question, Elijah? We are the worst channel to ask for kicker questions. You know, you should go ask the Catch. They do kicker. The Catch Fantasy Football. Go ask them kicker questions. I'll go with the Eagles kicker, I guess. Maybe the Texans kicker this week because the Ravens, they should be winning. I don't know. One of those guys. All right, Sam Piazza, what's up? One of our members. With Bowers out, who to pick up? Theo Johnson, Mason Taylor, or Tommy Tremble? I would go Mason Taylor. Yeah, I feel good about Mason Taylor this week. I think he should be just fine here. So let's go Mason Taylor. All right, Sean. PPR start 2 running backs, a tight end, and a flex. Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Quinshot Judkins. Hopefully you already started. Well, maybe you didn't start Judkins because you have Henry and Javonte. Hall, Kamara, Marks. Man, what the heck, Juwan Ertz? Well, hopefully you did start Judkins. Pick up Hill, Trey Franklin. No, I would just roll with Ertz at tight end. As far as the 2 running backs in the flex, I would have gone Henry, Javonte, Judkins. Not sure if that's what you did, but that's what I would have done. Judkins, Judkins having a nice game. He's already at 50 yards basically in the first quarter. So Judkins having a nice game. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully he can find the end zone this morning. All right, Sean, thank you and good luck. All right, next up is Bird Talk, half PPR, flex 1. Henderson, Slayton, Michael Carter, Malik Washington. I think I just go Darius Slayton here. This is actually a sneaky good spot for Slayton as far as coverage shells go. He's got the upside here. I mean, Malik Washington is interesting too. Michael Carter may get the touches, but I think I'm just going to go Darius Slayton here. I think he's got the upside. Thank you for that, Bird Talk. Good luck. All right, another one of our members, Jay, what's up? What workload do you see Tracy getting when he returns? Didn't we answer this yesterday? He's on the Taysom Hill bandwagon. Does this drop Juwan Johnson's value? I mean, yeah, I think it definitely drops Juwan Johnson's value, but I'm not ready to drop Juwan Johnson. We don't know how much Taysom Hill's going to play. But it definitely, I'm sure, drops his value long term. As far as how much run we see Tracy getting, I think we're probably going to see something around like a 60-40 for Scattaboo when Tracy returns. I think Scattaboo has earned enough. Again, I talked about it yesterday. It's not just like how he's been running. It's all the other things he does that Tracy can't do, like elite pass protection, those short yardage runs when you need to grind out yards, things that don't necessarily excite us for fantasy, but they excite NFL coaches. So I think we'll see probably a 60-40 favor of Scattaboo. Appreciate that. All right, JCR Melts, what's up? All right, I guess we're going to get every question is going to be Juwan Johnson. Yeah, I think you can go Kincaid over Juwan Johnson this week. I don't think I want to roll Andrews with Cooper Rush over Juwan Johnson. Yeah, let's go Kincaid over Johnson. And then Cassius asking, why is everyone picking up Taysom Hill? Because he's back. Apparently, Taysom Hill is back. Apparently, he's back. I'm shocked. Dude had a devastating knee injury. He's 36 years old or something, but he's back. He's back. So, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get too excited. I wouldn't get too excited about Taysom Hill. All right, new member, Qatar, thank you. If I see your question, I will definitely pull it up. Appreciate that. All right, another one of our members, Jordan, what's up? Rico Dowdle or Woody Marks? This is close for me. I think we were saying, this one's tough. This one is so tough. They're both in great matchups. I don't know. I think I'll give the slight edge to Woody Marks for the pass catching. But man, this is very close. Very close. Both should get the bulk of the run. Both are going to have some guys sprinkled in more than we want. Both are in great matchups this week. Yeah, this is very close. It's probably going to come down to touchdowns. Touchdowns are probably going to be the deciding factor here. Who scores? They both could score. They're both going against terrible defenses. I'll go Woody Marks, but it's very close. Good luck, Jordan. Sure, you'll have more questions. All right, Gabriel, what's up? Picked up Rico and Slayton at the beginning of the week. I need a big game from Darius, the Slayer of Dreams, Slayton. Never heard him called that before. All right, the Slayer of Dreams. Is that because he slays the dreams of people who start him or your opponents? Whose dreams are he slaying? Also, yes, very good point here. Guys, if you're on the stream and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please help us out. Help us get to 100K subscribers this year. We're on the path. We're on the road. Help us get there. And of course, hit that like button if you're enjoying the content we're putting out. Again, I will try to answer some non-super chat questions. At the very minimum, if I answer your question, come on. If I answer your question, you got to at least hit that subscribe button, right? Please. Thank you, guys. All right, Jordan dropped the super chat. I want to make sure we drop the super chat. Let's get to his question here. All right, he's got Dak, Jamar, Sun God, QJ, Javante, Rico, Ertz. Flex is BTJ. Got AJ Brown on the bench. Woody Marks on the bench. Henry, Baker, Kyle, Andre. Look, I can probably put Woody Marks. I mean, I it's not even a probably. I know I can put Woody Marks in over BTJ. I can probably put Woody Marks in over AJ Brown. That one's close. Because it could, because AJ Brown is one of those guys like, the Broncos play a ton of man. He's way better against man coverage. AJ Brown can always go off for that monster game. But also he's going to get the Surtain shadow. So I don't know. I might just put Marks in over BTJ and roll with that. You could go Marks over Rico and AJB in the flex if you really want to shoot for just maximum upside. I think that's also an option here. So it's up to you, up to your risk tolerance either. But I would definitely go Marks over BTJ. You could go Marks over Rico and then AJB in the flex if you want to go for maximum upside again. All right. Another one from Elijah. All right, not a kicker question. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. No kicker questions, guys, please. I know I asked prior, but could Jackson be a better start at New Orleans? No. I mean, look, could he? Anybody could. Yes. Look, we just saw Cam Akers throw a touchdown to Josh Oliver. Like, Josh Oliver may now be one of the highest scoring tight ends this week. Does that mean you should have started Josh Oliver? No, of course not. So could Jackson Dart be a better start than Jaden Daniels? Sure. If Jackson Dart runs in 2 touchdowns and connects on one deep touchdown to Darius Slayton, maybe he'll be a better start than JD. But I don't think that means you should start Jackson Dart over Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is better than Jackson Dart. Jaden Daniels has, even without Terry McLaurin, has more weapons around him than Jackson Dart. I'm still going JD here. All right, CR, what's up? Hello from... Is that Germany? I don't know that flag. I'm sorry. I don't know that flag. All right. Let's pull it up, though. Half PPR, would you trade away Lamb, Sutton, and Charbonnet for Jacobs, BTJ, and May? I would only do this if I really need, you really need Jacobs. You badly need Jacobs. Your running backs right now are, Jordan Mason is your RB1 and Kendra Miller is your RB2 or something crazy like that. Because you're giving up Lamb and Sutton. And look, BTJ could still turn it around, but what if he doesn't? I'm only doing this if you badly need Jacobs. If you're good at running back, I'm not doing this. I'm taking Lamb and Sutton. All right, Rumble Bunny wants to know, is he cooked? He's got May, Kenneth Walker, Chris Rodriguez. We're going deep in the bag here when we're starting Chris Rodriguez, Marvin Harrison, T. Higgins, Brenton Strange, Isaiah Bond. This is your starters. Wandale Debo. Ooh, boy. Okay, Bijan, Bucky, both out this week. That hurts. Pearsall didn't play. Kittle out. Well, you might be cooked this week, but you're getting Bijan back next week for sure. Sounds like you might be getting Kittle and Pearsall back. hopefully Bucky only out another week. Yeah, you lost Neighbors. I don't think you're cooked long term, but you might be cooked this week. You might be cooked this week. All right, then he's got a follow-up. Okay, they hoard all this backups and stashes. Yeah. This is why we do the stash video. So you can hoard them. So you can get them before your league mates. So watch the stash videos. All right, Cody woke up to an offer. That's always exciting. It's like, ooh, a trade offer. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, God. This is what they sent me? All right, let's see. Giving Tet for Hall, I think this is totally fair. I think this comes down to team need. If you need Brees Hall, if you need running back help, you're good at wide receiver. Maybe Ted is like your wide receiver 4, your wide receiver 5. You've got 3 or 4 other good, really, really good wide receivers. Yeah, I can do this. This seems very, very fair to me. So it comes down to team need here. All right, NTY, what's up? Needs to start one wide receiver, Malik Washington, Tolbert, or Franklin. Tolbert definitely interesting now against the Jets. No Turpin, no Lamb. Yeah, this is interesting now. This is tough. I might go Tolbert here. Tolbert, Malik close. I mean, not every pass can go to Pickens and Ferguson, right? They get that Jets defense. I might go Tolbert now. Tolbert. But it's close. Close between him and Malik. All right, good luck today, NTY. Feel the vibe. What's up? Full PPR is 2-2. Got Keenan Allen, Sutton. Wait, flex one of these guys? Keenan Allen, Sutton, Marks? Well, here I think we can go Keenan Allen in full PPR. We don't need to risk it with Sutton against Quinion Mitchell. Mark's also not a bad option. Let's go Keenan. I'm still mostly trusting Sutton. But again, when you have better options like this, no need to risk it. All right. Hold on. Oh, it's a lot of talking for one man. All right. Robert Perky, what's up? All right. This has got a bazillion leagues, so we're ranking his flex options. Keenan Allen, Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, Jacoby Myers, BTJ, Rashad White, Jordan Mason, Woody Marks, David Montgomery, Etienne. All right. Headed out for crab season on the Bering Sea. Wow. Are you a fisherman? Like you're a crab fisherman? Wow. Good luck out there. All right. I think in full PPR, I think Keenan's going to be my first choice. I think Etienne's going to be my second. I think I'm going to go Jacoby third, Monty fourth, Jamar fifth, Rashad White sixth, Waddle seventh, Mason seventh, or no, I'm sorry, Woody Mark seventh, Waddle eighth, BTJ, and then Mason last, but Mason's already playing. Hopefully you didn't flex him because he fumbled and he got semi-benched. I see he's come back in, but Xavier Scott actually getting more carries than Jordan Mason right now. Guess he's being punished for that fumble. Not good. Not good if you started Jordan Mason. All right, Jason, what's up? Pick one flex. Demicardo, Pacheco, Marks. Definitely Woody Marks here. Tier above these guys. Go Woody Marks. You should be feeling good. All right, Jake the Snake needs to drop one. Romeo Dobbs or Golden? I mean, they're both on bye. I don't really want to drop Golden. Like Romeo Dobbs does this, once a year, twice a year. He goes off for some random game. I'm going to drop Romeo Dobbs if I have to drop one. All right, back to fill the vibe. Goff, BTJ, Pickens, King Henry, Kenneth Walker, Hunter Henry, Keenan Allen. On the bench is Bill, Woody Marks, Pittman. Oh, I like Pittman this week, but you got I'm not playing. I'm going to play Pittman over BTJ, and I'm honestly going to play Woody Marks over Walker. Walker, tough matchup this week. Yeah, I'm going to go Woody Marks over Walker, Pittman over BTJ. Good luck this week. All right, Julio, good morning. Bowers is officially out. I don't know if he's officially out yet, but it's not sounding good. Let's go ahead and pick up Waller just in case. And then we'll start him. But I think if Bowers plays, I still start him over Waller. Brian, what's up? Needs 2 of these 3 QBs for upside. Dak Baker, Drake May. I think we got to go Dak Baker. I'm somewhat intrigued by May's rushing upside this week against Buffalo. I think I got to go Dak and Baker. You got 3 really good choices here, though. And then Phil asking, can you post it about Juwan Johnson? I already talked about this. Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau active could be a downgrade to Juwan Johnson. So if you have better options, you might want to see what's out there. And then I just saw Juwan Johnson as a featured player on the Saints game day program today. Do with that what you will. All right, we got Mr. Rivers. Thank you. And Jedi Koth, also, thank you guys. I will get to your questions as I see them. All right, here's Jedi Koth. Half PPR, start 2 running backs. Chase Brown, Demercado, Harvey Stevenson, or Sean Tucker. I think out of this group, I still got to go Chase Brown, and I'll probably take a chance on RJ Harvey. Chase Brown and RJ Harvey. Good luck. All right, Moises, what's up? How are we feeling about Juwan Johnson? Okay. Should have put Juwan Johnson on the thumbnail, apparently. You got to have some concerns. Yeah, I might just start Darren Waller over him, honestly. And then flex, Jameson, Henderson, Spears, Imanar, Slayton. I'm going to go Jameson against the Bengals. Give me Jameson against the Bengals here. All right, another one from Jedi Koth. Needs 1 wide receiver and a flex. Ted McMillan, Lam McConkey, Keenan Pittman, Michael Carter. I'm going Keenan and Pittman. No Alec Pierce today. It sounds like Adonai Mitchell is going to be limited because they're punished. I don't understand these NFL coaches. Like why? Like, okay, Jordan Mason fumbles. Now you're just going to punish Jordan Mason. You're not going to give him the ball. Like Adonai Mitchell, yeah, okay, made a couple mistakes last week. Now you're going to be like, you don't get to play much. Like, what are they, little kids? Little kids here? Come on. Let them learn from their mistakes and grow. Anyways, but it sounds like Adonai Mitchell's not going to play much either. So I'm going to go Pittman and Keenan. All right, CR, I did that one. All right. Next super chat. I'm back and I'm him. Something in Spanish. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Bucky is out. Should I potentially start Tucker? Oh, no, don't start Tucker. I mean, look, if he's your best option, sure. But, yeah. And what do I do with A.J. Brown? You have to just hold A.J. Brown. I don't mind starting A.J. Brown this week. I know, Surtain, scary, but he's good against man. He's always got that upside. I don't mind starting A.J. Brown this week. I don't really want to start Sean Tucker. Not sure what your other options are. Oh, and then I guess he meant to say, so I guess that means since Bucky is out. All right, since Bucky is out. All right, Mike, what's up? Jaden Daniels or Bryce? I'm not starting Bryce Young over Jaden Daniels. No way. You drafted Jaden Daniels early for a reason, to help you win fantasy matchups. He's back. Let's go with Jaden Daniels. Robert saying he started Jordan Mason. He's cooked. Yeah, it's not looking good for Jordan Mason today after the fumble. Unfortunately, he was actually looking pretty good before the fumble, too. And then I didn't think Kevin O'Connell was that kind of coach, but I guess Kevin O'Connell is that kind of coach. He's got Jordan Addison not playing for coach's decision. He's got Jordan Mason basically flexed or benched after a fumble. It's like, dude, you literally brought this guy in for this exact reason, and then he fumbles one time, and you're like, nope, we're out on you. Crazy. All right, keep scrolling down here, guys. All right, next super chat. Dominico? Zay Flowers, Harvey, or Trey Tucker. I don't think I can drop Zay Flowers this low. I know it's Cooper Rush. I'm not feeling good about Zay Flowers this week, but yeah, I can't put him below RJ Harvey or Trey Tucker. Let's take a chance on Zay Flowers. He's still a guy who can do, after the catch ability. So it's not like he needs extreme volume here. Let's go Zay Flowers. Man, this game needs something after 7. It's still 7-7 here. Still 7-7. And it looks like Dylan Gabriel can only throw the ball to tight ends. David Njoku, 2 catches for 24 yards. Harold Fannin, 4 for 13. Dylan Sampson, 1 for 6. No, Isaiah Bond does have 2 targets, but no catches. Jeez. Terrible. I actually had to start Dylan Gabriel on a 14-team Superflex. Ugh. All right, if Juwan's healthy, Juwan or Ertz, I think I just go Ertz now. With the Taysom Hill, Foster Moreau news, I think I just go Ertz now. RJ45 saying, did I mess up by starting Andrews instead of Fannin? I mean, probably. Fannin scored, and he's got, what, 2? What did I say he has? He has like 4 catches. Got 4 catches for 13 yards and a touchdown. I mean, yeah, Harold Fannin is probably going to outscore Mark Andrews this week. What are you gonna do, though? What are you gonna do? All right, another one from I'm back and I'm him. Should I start JD5 and Debo? I'm starting Debo over. I'm okay with Debo over AJ Brown. Debo should be good this week. No Terry McLaurin. And yeah, you should start JD5. So yeah, JD5 and Debo. Totally fine with that. All right, Jake the Snake. Taysom is back. Stick with Juwan or go to Andrews or Strange. I don't really want to start Andrews with Cooper Rush. Strange. I don't know. I might just stick with Juwan here. It's like I just don't feel good enough about these guys. All right, keep going here. Next super chat, CJ Dela Cruz. Worthy, Godwin, Genty, Etienne, White. 1 wide receiver, a running back, and a flex. I think you got to go Genty at running back. I think you still got to flex Etienne here. I mean, he's looked good, and this is a guy that could rip off a long run at any time. So I think you got to go Genty at running back, Etienne at flex, and then I think you got to put Worthy in over Godwin. So Worthy, Genty, Etienne. All right. Oh, I didn't see that. Judkins touchdown run called back on a hold. That's brutal. That's brutal. I didn't see. Obviously, I don't see it. I'm not watching the game. I'm trying to pay attention on my phone. Yeah, Judkins looks good, man. If you got Judkins, you got to be feeling good. Even if he doesn't have a huge game today, you got to be feeling good. He looks good. All right, Zaire, although he's already over 50 yards, we're not even at halftime yet, so. 2 wide receiver, 1 running back, tight end, and a flex. Got Igbuka, Pickens, Gibbs, Juwan Johnson, Denver Carter, Chase Brown, Io Manor, Henderson, Miller, Spears. 12-team PPR will pick up Mason Taylor, I assume. Okay, yeah, pick up Mason Taylor, put him in over Juwan. I think you got to start Igbuka and Pickens. I mean, you have to start Jahmyr Gibbs. And then 1 flex between these guys. Oh, man. I might still just go Chase Brown here. I don't think I could drop Chase Brown below these guys. Chase Brown at the flex. Igbuka, Pickens, Gibbs, Chase Brown. And then if you get Mason Taylor, put him in over Juwan. Then here's what easy one. Aren't most Lions offensive players a good start since they were playing Bengals? Yes. Yes. Sometimes it's just that simple. Oh, okay. So that was Germany. I thought so. All right, I got it right. But I already answered this. I already answered it for you. All right, here we go. I'm gonna trust K with the Kobe Bryant avatar for kicker questions more than me. He says Tyler Loop is to start every week. He's just that good. Okay. But then Cassie's saying Fairburn is always solid because the Texans offense is always solid with field goals. This just proves nobody knows. This just proves nobody has any clue. No one has any clue about kickers. Why we still play them with kickers? All right. I'm backing him saying Jordan Mason is back. What did he do? Did he do something? He's got 5 carries for 15 yards. Oh, he did catch a pass. That's good. At least he caught a pass for 1 yard. But Xavier Scott, 4 carries, 21 yards. Ay. Man. Yeah, I'm seeing this, a massive touchdown callback. There's still time. What happened on that? That's always frustrating. It's like the refs just hate fun, right? The refs hate fun. The refs are like, no fun for you. Holding. I'm watching it right here. I want to see it real quick. Don't worry. I'll get through the questions. Man, this guy looks good. All right. Back to the questions. Lisa, what's up? Needs to have PPR Diggs, Igbuka, Pittman, Jacoby. Ooh, I think you got to go Igbuka and Pittman here. Although I do like Diggs and Jacoby this week. But I think you got to roll with Igbuka and Pittman. Again, I talked about Pittman. No Alec Pierce, barely any 80 Mitchell. Go Pittman and Igbuka has got too much upside. All right, back to Moises. Ertz, Juwan Johnson, or Darren Waller. I just go Ertz. Ertz is solid. He's got JD back. Let's just go Ertz. All right, Raul wants to know, should you start Monty even though I'm starting Gibbs? Why not? 2 weeks ago, both these guys went off. It's the Bengals. Why not? I mean, it depends, obviously, who you're starting Monty over, but if he's your best option, go for it. No problem with that. All right, Jesus, what's up? Pearsall, Lamb, Evans, all out. Start Tolbert, Franklin, or Kirk. Let's just go Jalen Tolbert. Not scared of the Jets defense. No Kavonte Turpin. No CeeDee Lamb. Let's just go Tolbert. All right, Felix, what's up? Flex, Chris Godwin, Rico Dowdle, Zach Charbonnet, or T. Higgins. I'm going to go Rico Dowdle here. Good matchup against that Dolphins run defense. They're terrible. Let's go Dowdle. Oh, I gotta answer this. I gotta do this one. Jesse Ventura, what's up? Is this the Jesse Ventura of Predator fame? Not WWF fame. Predator fame. Diggs versus Dobbins as a flex. If it's PPR, I'm gonna go Diggs. If it's non-PPR, I'm gonna go Dobbins. Dobbins, not a good matchup for Dobbins this week on the road against the Eagles. I know the Eagles aren't like a complete shutdown run defense, but they're pretty good. So if it's PPR, Diggs, otherwise Dobbins. All right, Alexander's channel, what's up? Jameson or Harrison? Pick one. Ooh. I mean, Harrison probably your safer choice, if we can ever call Harrison safe. But I think Jameson gives you more upside this week against the Bengals. Let's go Jameson. CR saying subscribe and like, just too broke for super chats right now. No worries. Appreciate that, guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do us a favor. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 100K by the end of the season. I think we can do it. What's up, Tristram? How you doing? A Clock Design saying, since Brower's out, grab Darren Waller because every fantasy show is talking him up this week. Not sure we talked him up. Should get Strange or maybe. No, I'd probably still go Waller over those guys. Noah Fant, Strange. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah. All right, I'm backing him. Got the membership. Appreciate that. I'm not even going to answer that question, Tristram. I don't even know who Matt Gay kicks for. I think. Wait, isn't he the Rams? Didn't he already kick? Yes, we're looking for a big Jameson Williams week 2. Let's go. All right, next super chat, Bill, Chase Brown and Diggs for Dobbs, Chuba, Dowdle. Is this a trade? You know what? I probably am taking this just to get Chuba and Dowdle, just to get rid of Chase Brown. I mean, this is basically like Diggs for Chuba and Dowdle. Like, give me Chuba and Dowdle. Give me Chuba and Dowdle here. This isn't like a huge needle mover, but at least I don't have to worry about Chase Brown anymore. All right, let's help out Scrubland Podcast because he's 0-4, ran into a buzzsaw last week. It happens. Half PPR, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex. Daniel Jones, Juwan Johnson. No. Is that Juwan Johnson? Who is that? Jay Johnson? Why is Juwan Johnson so early? Olave, Zay Flowers, Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, Cam Scatterboot, Garrett Wilson, unbenched, Malik Washington tickets. I guess that's Juwan Johnson, tight end. What tight ends are on waiver wire? Might want to pivot off of Juwan Johnson here. Olave, Zay Flowers. Yeah, I'm not gonna start those guys over Zay Flowers. Yeah, I think you're good here. Let's hope for a big Garrett Wilson week. Let's get that win. Let's get off the snide here. Get that first win. I think you're good there. But I would go to the waiver wire, see who's available at tight end. If there's nothing good, you got to roll with Juwan. All right, John Henry, I see your super chat. I will look for your question. If I see it, oh, here it is. All right, Knicks or Murray? I'm going to go Murray this week. I like Murray. Knicks on the road against Philly can't feel great. Goddard or Strange, think you got to go Goddard. Wandale or Michael Carter? I think I'm just going to go Michael Carter. This isn't really a great spot for Wandale. I don't know. I'll take a chance on Michael Carter here. Pollard or Flowers or Marks? I'm going to go Marks. Ridley or Troy Franklin? I can't start Ridley. Let's just go Troy Franklin and hope for the best here. Or Trey Tucker. I might go Trey Tucker over both if they're all together. Trey Tucker. Tet or Sutton or Diggs? I'm going to go Tet. Go Tet this week. All right. Good luck, John. Thank you. Adrian, what's up? Haven't seen you forever. Hope you're doing well. Needs a wide receiver and a flex. Got Malik Washington, Slayton, Zach Charbonnet, Trayvon Henderson, or RJ Harvey. I'm going to go the 2 wide receivers here in PPR, Malik Washington and Slayton. They got upside. Slayton is in a good spot. Malik Washington has that potential. Charbonnet, Henderson, Harvey, just not sure how involved they're going to be. So I'm going to go the 2 wide receivers here. Good luck, Adrian. Good to see you. Oh, hey, a completion to a wide receiver for 7 yards. Isaiah Bond. All right, Flirty. Who to start? Running back 2 and flex position due to bye. He's got Walker, Dowdle, Dobbins. I think Dowdle has to be your RB2, and I probably still go Dobbins over Walker. They both have tough matchups, but Dobbins' matchup's not as bad. So Dowdle and Dobbins. Good luck, Flirty. Appreciate you. All right, then we got Edgar Padilla. What's up? Needs 1 wide receiver, 1 flex in non-PPR. Shakir, Diggs, Coleman, Shaheed, Ridley, Harvey, Demar Carter, Tootin. Fields or Knicks? Let's go Fields. Who's going to score? I mean, Shakir probably your best bet here in non-PPR, but I really like Shaheed this week. I think Shaheed's going to shock a lot of people. I think we're going to get a lot of Shaheed questions next week. I think Shaheed's going to have a nice game this week. But it's non-PPR. Shakir's been scoring. He's in that Bills offense. Probably should go Shakir. Oh, you need a receiver and a flex? Boom. We're set. Shakir and Shaheed. Let's go. Shakir and Shaheed. I'm looking for touchdowns. I think they give it to us. Good luck. All right. Is this Young Spirit? Is it supposed to be Young Spirit? YXNG Spirit? Should I start Tootin at the flex or Juwan Johnson? I don't know if I can put Tootin in over Juwan Johnson. You don't have other options? I don't know. I mean, Tootin's gotten less and less run because of that shoulder injury. I'm still going to go Juwan here and hope for the best. All right, Tristan, who are some players that target with slow starts? Well, I do this video every week. Some of the players I put on this week's buy low, I said Devontae Adams, I think I put on there. I think I put Ted McMillan on there again. I think I've had him on there like every week. Who did I put at running back? I think I put Judkins on there. Not that he's had a slow start, but I don't feel like people are valuing him as high as they should. I put Pittman on there. Not that he's had a slow start, but his value isn't as high as it probably should be right now. I think I put Godwin on there. I think I put Jameson on there. Did I put Jameson on there? I can't remember. I think I did. Put Diggs on there, although he did have that one nice game. Yeah. You can go check out the video if you want, though. And I do it every week. And I will say, I think I'm going to put like Evans and CD on there. I think it's a good time to buy low on those guys. They should be back. They could be back this week, but probably more likely the week after. I think that's usually a good time to go buy low. So Flirtsy's saying his question was PPR. That doesn't really change anything for me. And yes, this is facts. Commanders secondary is awful. Awful. All right, Brown's actually driving here. Let's get a Judkins touchdown. Here. Make up for that holding call. Nice. All right, well, good luck out there, Robert. Going out on the seas to get the crabs. Good luck out there. Hope you guys have a good catch. Is that what they call it? A good catch? All right, Raul saying, taking the matchups into consideration, should I start Monty over Etienne? I can't do it. I know the matchup is better for Monty, but Etienne's a workhorse. He catches passes. He's explosive. I can't do it. Could Monty outscore him? Of course, but I think I just have to go with Etienne. All right, golf and crypto can't decide Drake May or Jaden Daniels. I'm not sitting Jaden Daniels for Drake May. Look, Drake May is fine this week. I don't think Drake May is like the worst option here for you. It's not like you're saying Jaden Daniels or like, Spencer Rattler or something. But I'm still starting Jaden Daniels. If you want to start Drake May, look, it's your team. He should be fine. Go for it. I'm backing him. Justice Hill or RJ Harvey. Let's not start Justice Hill. Let's just go RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey. All right. Browns first and goal at the 9. Let's go. Let's get that Judkins touchdown. Tristram saying, why Juwan not a start? Well, they're going to have Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau active today. You can still start him. I don't think he's unstartable. But you got to be a little nervous about like how much are we going to see of Taysom and Foster Moreau today? Is it going to impact him? So still startable, but just can't feel as good. Sergio wants to know, should I start Ladd this week? Sure. If he's your best option. I don't know who else you got. All right, Mr. Rivers. So Bowers is out. Okay, I don't know if Bowers is officially out yet. Considering picking up Taysom. Yeah, they have him listed as backup QB to Rattler, but he's not going to play QB. No, I don't think he'll get some passes in. I would rather have Mason Taylor. Yes. But let's see when the actives and inactives come out if Brock Bowers is playing. Actually, what time do the Raiders play? Are they the morning? Are they the early slate or the late slate? They're the early slate, so we'll know in about 40 minutes here if Bowers is in or not officially. All right. Oh, Raul dropped the super chat on this one. Well, I already answered it for you. Let's go here with Mo. Pick 2, Rachaad White, Rico Dowdle, or Olave in full PPR. Ooh, I think I got to go Olave and Rachaad White. It's close between Rachaad White and Dowdle, but like they're both going to get volume. But I think Rachaad White's going to get a little more. I feel better about his volume. So let's go Rachaad White. Did the Browns run it with Judd? Oh, come on, go back. It's so annoying. Hold on, guys. I'm checking. Go back. Trying to get an update here. Did they run the ball with Judkins and he did nothing? No, they ran the ball with Jerome Ford. Why would they run the ball with Jerome Ford? That's annoying. All right, looks like it's 3rd and goal here. 3rd and goal. I mean, Isaiah Bond's at least getting targets, so there is that. All right, keep moving here. Almost halftime. All right, Cody Green. Got a lot of Juwan stock. Kind of rehash first question. Mason Taylor, Theo Johnson. I mean, well, let's see. Let's see what happens with Juwan Johnson today. Maybe he still is involved. Maybe Taysom Hill is barely out there. But I do like Mason Taylor. I liked Mason Taylor a lot this year. I was talking him up as like the rookie sleeper tight end. So I like Mason Taylor. All right, this one caught my eye. Rebels feet. Godwin's game 2 or Diggs' revenge game? I think we got to go Diggs. Diggs looked pretty good. Looked pretty healthy last week. Let's roll with Diggs. All right, DV, pick 3 in full PPR. A.J. Brown, Cortland Sutton, Chase Brown, Chris Godwin. I think you got to still start A.J. Brown here. I think you still got to start Sutton here, and I think you got to go Godwin. I think you got to go the 3 wide receivers here. Sit Chase Brown. Sit Chase Brown. The Under the Helmet just saying, love the content. Thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate it. Again, you guys, if you're enjoying the content, if you haven't subscribed yet, haven't hit that like button, go ahead and do so. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, be rich. Waller or Ertz? I'm just going to go Ertz here. He's been solid. He's got JD back. No Terry McLaurin. Ertz should be fine. Like Waller, it's probably going to come down to does one of them score or not. But I'd rather have Zach Ertz with Jaden Daniels. So I'm going Ertz if it's my team. All right, since you buttered me up, we'll rate your team. 14 team. Justin Herbert, Alvin Kamara with Jacobs and Buck. I guess you got Jacobs and Bucky Irving, Tootin, Puka Nacua, Hunter Henry. You only start one wide receiver? Goddard. I don't know who Cardi is. Is that a kicker? Also, isn't that the Rams kicker? Oh, yeah, isn't he the Rams kicker that kept missing everything? Browns defense. This is weird. You only start one running back and one wide receiver? Or you start 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver? I see Justin Herbert, Alvin Kamara, Tootin, Puka, and then Hunter Henry and Goddard. Interesting. I mean, dude, you got Jacobs, Bucky Irving, and Puka Nacua in a 14-teamer? How'd you do that? That's really good. Well done. Well done. All right, Dylan Gabriel, incomplete pass. Looks like they're going to kick a field goal. They did kick the field goal. So we're going to go into halftime 10-7. Assuming the Vikings don't do anything crazy here at the end of the half, but there's only 9 seconds left. Sydney's 4-0. Yeah, I'll bet you're 4-0. How do you have all those guys in a 14-teamer? Dustin, Ertz with Daniels back or Kelsey? Definitely Ertz. You going Cards or Colts? Colts against the Raiders. Cardinals. I think we haven't talked much about the Cardinals. I guess because all their players are hurt. Cardinals against the Titans. That's pretty nice. I'm going to go Cardinals. Give me Cardinals against Cam Ward and the Titans. All right, Austin. Would you flex Iamanair, Devonta Smith, Bateman, or Horton? I think we got to go Devonta Smith here. I think he's a tier above these guys. Devonta Smith. All right, another one from Raul. Jaden Daniels or Daniel Jones? I'm not benching Jaden Daniels. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Drafted this guy to be my stud QB every week. He's healthy. He's playing. Let's go with JD. Again, Jaden Daniels or Dak. I'm going JD. Do I think Juwan Johnson will play? I don't know. Well, we should get actives, inactives here in, like I said, in about 40 minutes. When do Saints play? Saints play morning. We'll find out in about 30 minutes. Yeah, Judkins looks great. Still frustrating that the touchdown got called back, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Still time. Still an entire half here. He's still over 50 yards. He looks good. It's a close game. He's going to get plenty of work in the second half. All right, fill the vibe. Flex 1. Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, Chase Browning, or Cam Scattaboo. I think you got to go Keenan. Here. All right, Alex, what's up? Thank you. Appreciate it. I got to flex. Kenneth Walker, Michael Carter, David Montgomery. I think you got to go Monty here against the Bengals. Honestly, no, I think I go with that. I was thinking about do I put Monty in over Kamara and flex somebody else, but I don't think so. Yeah, Monty against the Bengals. Kamara, Scattaboo should be fine. So go with those guys. All right, we are officially at halftime. Keep rolling along here. We don't have any halftime here. We keep going. All right, Sticky Nicky, Daniel Jones or Jared Goff? I think you got to go Jared Goff against the Bengals. We got to just take chances against this Bengals defense. Let's go Jared Goff. Vikings looking as bad as the Saints this year. Yeah, the offense doesn't look great. Defense looks great. Offense doesn't look great. I wonder if they're really wishing they had this guy, this quarterback still that's playing in Seattle. This Vikings team would look really good with Sam Darnold under center right now. Of course, we know how it would end up. In the playoffs, he would totally choke. So, all right, Julio, Mason Taylor, or Waller. I think this week you got to give the edge to Waller. But long term, I probably prefer Mason Taylor. But this week, I think we got to give the edge to Darren Waller. All right, Zachary, what's up? Pick 2 in Superflex, tight end premium. Ertz, Strange, Waller, Dobbins. Do I feel good enough about those tight ends to put them over Dobbins in tight end premium? I mean, even if Waller has, say, 5 catches, I don't know what the tight end premium here is. Like, if it's extreme, then okay. Maybe I could go Waller over him. But if it's, a half point, I mean, what are you talking? You're talking about 8 points from receptions. Like, is it really enough? Maybe. Dobbins not in a great spot this week, but he's looked so good. I don't know. I think I'm going to go Ertz and Dobbins. But again, if it's a really extreme tight end premium, like you really get a big bump for tight ends, then I might go Ertz and Waller. All right, good luck, Zachary. Hopefully that helps. All right, let's answer this one. Survey Fra, not sure how you pronounce that. Dart or Murray? I'm going Kyler. Garrett Green. Okay, this is a problem with the NFL right now, man. This is a problem. Every good play has come back for penalty. Yeah, this is like seems to be a problem in the NFL. Too many flags, man. We don't want all these flags. Come on, the fans don't want to see you throwing flags. Hambone, what? Dude, you were unsubbed without knowing? Well, hopefully you're subbed now. Hopefully you're subbed now. All right, Mike Dagoon. Choose 2. Pollard, Marks, Kamara, Rashad. Let's go Marks and Rashad White. Good luck. All right, see people telling me Matt Gay. I don't even know Matt Gay kicks for Washington? That's my team. I don't even know he's a kicker. Don't ask me kicker questions, guys. It's my team. I don't even know he's a kicker. Wow. It's pretty bad. All right, let's help out Avi here. Tolbert or Andrews? Let's go Tolbert. Tolbert or Goddard? Let's go Tolbert. I know Goddard could score, but Tolbert should be okay with Turpin out. Let's go Tolbert for both. If you want to mix it up, you can go Tolbert and Goddard. All right, another one for Zaire. Someone beat me to Mason Taylor, Taysom Hill, Schultz, Tommy Tremble, Juwan Johnson, Honor Barnett, Gadsden. I mean, I might go Schultz. I might take a chance on Schultz against the Ravens if Bauer's out. Again, about 17 or 27 minutes here. We'll know. Let's see. Is there any update on Brock Bowers? I don't see any official update yet, but then we'll have the actives and inactives out in about 27 minutes. All right, Hambone, Flex Woody or Godwin, half PPR. I think you got to go Woody here. Got to go Woody. All right, Mr. Rivers, pick 2. Flowers, Godwin, Marks, Dowdle. I think I'm going to go Marks and Dowdle here. You can't feel good about Flowers with Cooper Rush. Godwin isn't bad, but yeah, those other guys, I just feel better about their touches. Marks and Dowdle. All right, Mark C. Johnson, what's up? Needs 2. Tolbert, Torrey Horton, Trey Tucker, Tyquan Thornton, Hollywood Brown. I'm going to go Trey Tucker, Jalen Tolbert. Trey Tucker against Colts, that feels good. Jalen Tolbert against the Jets with no Turpin, that feels pretty good to me. All dice rolls. Let's roll a dice on those 2. Miles Vaught, Prescott, or Knicks? Prescott. All right, Lamonte Worthy or Igbuka. Let's go Igbuka here. Should be a big game for him. Should be a big game. All right, Flacco just always comes in and throws out like something random. Henry. Okay, Henry. There it is. Henry. Brisk Dream, who you starting? Waller or Kincaid? I'm going to go Kincaid. He's in that Bills offense. He's been good pretty much every game. He's got just as much touchdown upside. I'm going to go Kincaid here. All right, Alexis, what's up? Denver Carter, Rico, or Harvey? Let's go Rico. Should be the workhorse against the Dolphins. Can't hate that at all. Let's go Rico. Uh-oh. Wait, what is this? Carson Wentz is hurt? Max Brosmer? Who is Max Brosmer? Hold on. Let me look this up. Let's see. I mean, I see a couple people saying he's hurt. All right, let's hope Carson Wentz plays in the second half. Oh boy. Judkins not in the game. We were cooked. He'll be fine. Like they had to throw the ball. He'll be fine. It was the end of the half. They had to throw. He'll be fine. Judkins will be fine. Judkins is fine. He's got Judkins has 51 yards at halftime, and he had a 60-yard touchdown called back. I think we're okay. Here. All right, Jonathan, what's up? Needs a flex. Half PPR. Troy Franklin or Sharbs? Thinking half PPR, I'll give the edge to Charbonnet. He could score. Both in tough spots this week, but I'll give the edge to Charbonnet and half PPR. Good luck this week. All right, Ant-Man. I'm sitting Bowers this week and starting Mason Taylor. All right, okay. I mean, look, Bowers might be out, so he might not have a choice. Needs 2 flex, 1 WT and 1 WR. So one could be a wide receiver or tight end, and one could be a wide receiver or running back. That's weird. Okay. Here are my options. Trayvon Henderson, Josh Downs, Michael Carter, Tyjae Spears, and Taysom Hill. I think I'll put Michael Carter in the WR one. I might just take a chance on Josh Downs here in the WT one. Again, no Alec Pierce. Tony Mitchell going to be benched, sort of, I guess. I guess I'll go Downs and Michael Carter here. Good luck. Good luck this weekend, man. It's rough. It's rough in these week 5 streets right now. All right, another one from Jedi Koth. Flex Dowdle, Godwin, or Keenan in half. This makes it closer for me. I think I'm still going to go. I'm going to go Dowdle here. I like Dowdle against the Dolphins. It's close between him and Keenan in half. Half makes it closer. Yeah, they had Jerome Ford in the game because again, they were in like passing downs, right? They're passing. So don't worry about Judkins. Still a half to go. He looks great. All right, Mary Jo, pick up Strange or Taylor to replace Johnson. I'm going Mason Taylor this week. All right, Cassie wants a rating on this team. 10-team, no PPR. All right. Hurts and Caleb. Henry, Bucky, Kyron, Scadaboo, Judkins. Wow, nice. Puka, this is a fantastic team. You're stacked at running back as you want to be in non-PPR. You still have high upside wide receivers with touchdown upside. This might be a 10. Well done. Okay, they switched out Judkins. I'll say it again. Don't relax, everybody. Relax. They switched out Judkins because they had like 2 timeouts left. They couldn't really run the ball. They did run it with Jerome Ford for some reason. Relax. Judkins will be out there to start the second half. He'll be fine. Relax. If that huge touchdown didn't come back, no one would even care that he wasn't out there. Stupid flags. Flags are the worst. Flags are the worst. Get refs out of the game. All right, maybe that's extreme. All right, Jedi Koth needs one running back and a flex. Genty, Scadaboo, Dowdle, and Keenan in half PPR. I think you got to go Genty. I think I got to go Scadaboo over Dowdle. Scadaboo gets the Saints, and he's going to get like 20-plus carries. I'm going to go Genty, Scadaboo here. Good luck. Matthew, do we like Jaden Daniels today? Yes, we do. Why not? He's playing. Yes, Cameron saying subscribe. I agree. Subscribe. All right, Gregory, I know. Look, I really like Justin Fields this week. But let's not pretend like Justin Fields is risk-free here. Justin Fields has tons of risk. I'm still going JD. All right, keep moving along here. Although it looks like I'm pretty caught up. This is a thing that's just me. It goes fast. All right. Gerard, Jawan Johnson, or Brenton Strange? I think I'm probably still going Jawan here. I mean, Strange doesn't really do it for me. Isaiah Davis, Demar Carter, or Iomenor? I might just take a chance on Iomenor here if it's PPR. Yeah. I mean, if it's non-PPR, maybe Isaiah Davis or Demar Carter, but I'll just take a chance on Iomenor. All right, Chief Aiden's flex Genty or Olave. I think you got to go Genty. Here. The under the helmet, Wandale or Devonta Smith. Nah, give me Devonta Smith. This actually isn't a good spot for Wandale when you look at like the coverage scheme here. He doesn't perform well versus the kind of coverages the Saints roll out. So let's go Devonta Smith. Jose, what's up? With Lamar out and Geno not looking great, should I bench Flowers or Myers for Slayton? I don't think I can bench these guys for Slayton. I don't think I can do it. Or flex him instead of Marks or Monty. No. Monty should be great this week. You should have no worries about them. Yeah, Flowers or Jacoby. I'm not putting Slayton in over those guys. I know. Look, Flowers might bust. But Slayton might bust too. Come on. It's not like you can feel great about Slayton with Jackson Dart. So I'm leaving those guys in and taking my chances. Good luck this week. Appreciate you. Johnny Donuts, what's up? Needs 2 in the flex. Tolbert, Kirk, Jawan, Isaiah Davis. I'm going to go Tolbert, and I probably, in PPR, probably go Christian Kirk. It's the Ravens. Let's hope for something. Tolbert and Kirk. Good luck. And yes, I haven't had a donut in a really long time either, by the way. All right, Mr. Rivers. Dobbins versus Philly or Dowdle versus Miami? I think you got to go Dowdle. Miami run defense is terrible. He should get all or most of the work here. Let's go Dowdle. Wait, what? Oh, he said, I'm like, another one? Heading out to the ocean, the lobster fish, he says, just kidding. I was like, another one? We got 2? All right. Zay or Wandale for flex. I would go Zay Flowers. I'd still go Zay Flowers over Wandale. Not feeling great about Wandale. Tyler Sperry, what's up? Jordan Mason just got benched. I know. It looks like he got benched for fumbling. That's brutal. I mean, look, it was a tough matchup anyways, so we told a lot of people to sit Jordan Mason, but some people, it was like, Jordan Mason or, Amari Demarcado. It's like, well, you got to start Jordan Mason. So there's certainly people out there who started him. That's brutal. We'll see what happens in the second half. Hopefully he's back out there. All right, Zach Bertram, choose 2. Woody, Barkley, or Scadaboo. You can't bench Barkley. Let's go Saquon Barkley, and then I have Scadaboo ahead of Woody Marks this week. So Barkley, Scadaboo. Alan C. wants to know, drop Benson for Taysom? I don't want to do this. I mean, he's not out for the season. Connor is out for the season. I guess if your league doesn't have an IR spot, maybe, but like, do you really need Taysom? Like, you don't have a good tight end? Like, I would only do this if I was desperate at tight end. I don't really want to drop Benson. All right. Brownie here. Bench one of the 3, full PPR, 12-man. Rachaad White, Woody Marks, or Rico Dowdle. I think I got to bench Dowdle here. It's close between him and Woody Marks. But I think I'm going to bench Dowdle out of these 3. But they're all kind of lumped together for me. Picked up Tyquan Thornton off waivers. Fine. He's fine. He could always hit on a long touchdown, but that's really all you're hoping for here. All right, let's talk about Dave. Needs a wide receiver. These guys are all on the waiver. I think if DK Metcalf's on the waiver wire, you probably need to pick up DK Metcalf. I mean, Jennings probably shouldn't be on the waiver wire anyway either, but if you can only grab one, it probably needs to be DK Metcalf here. All right, Fred, one flex spot for A.J. Brown, David Montgomery, or Jalen Waddle. Let's just go Monty. Monty should be good against the Bengals. Don't need to risk it with those other guys. All right, Joseph asking, BTJ or Chris Olave in PPR? I'm going Chris Olave. All right, Cody, thinking of countering the trade he was offered, I'd get Mike Evans and Breece Hall. I'd be trading Ted and either Rashad. Well, I mean, let's be real. Like, okay, if you can trade Ted and Rachaad White and get Evans and Breece Hall, great. But Rachaad White only has value for the week or two that Bucky Irving is out. Is your league mate really going to go for that? Tony Pollard? Like, is he really going to take Tony Pollard? I mean, maybe if he's desperate to move off of Mike Evans. I mean, you could try it. You never know, but, you never know. All right, Sean of the South. Not to be confused with Sean of the North or East or West. Strange or Mason Taylor? I'm going Mason Taylor. All right, Ravi, morning. Which 2 wide receivers should I start in full PPR? Pittman, Jameson, Williams, Wan'Dale Robinson, Godwin. I'm going to go Pittman and Jameson. Pittman's in a good matchup this week. Good spot. Jameson against the Bengals. Got to take a chance on that. Jaguars or Colts? I mean, Jaguars play the Chiefs. No way. Give me the Colts. All right, Santiago, what's up, brother? Dimes or Dak? I'm going Dak. That one's close, but I'm going Dak. All right, 3 flex league. Pick your 3 flex spots. Jameson Williams, Travis Etienne, Rachaad White, Courtland Sutton, Kenneth Walker. I'm going to go Etienne, Jameson Williams, Rachaad White. I do like Courtland Sutton this week. I'm not out on Courtland Sutton, but I think with these guys, you don't need to chance it with Courtland Sutton. You don't need to chance it with Kenneth Walker either in a tough matchup. Good luck this week. All right, Deep Sea Slay. Here's the question. Breece Hall or Marvin Harrison? I think you got to go Breece Hall here. Gets that Cowboys defense. No Braylon Allen. I know there's talks about Isaiah Davis, but how much Isaiah Davis are we really going to see? I think you got to go Breece Hall here. Now, hold on. Man, barely had time to drink my energy drink. All right, Daniel Orton, Woody Marks, or Rachaad White. Oh, man, this is tough. I got to give the edge to Rachaad White, though, because I know I'm not worried about Sean Tucker. I think we're still going to see some Nick Chubb. I know he's got the tougher matchup, but he's in the better offense. It's close here, but I'm going Rachaad White. I feel better about his volume. Good luck. Superflex, Stroud or Bryce Young. I'm going Stroud against the Ravens. They shouldn't get any pressure on Stroud. They shouldn't be able to stop Nico. I'm going Stroud here. All right, I'm seeing something. All right. Carson Wentz is back, guys. We can all relax there. We can all relax. All right, and they're already saying Bucky Irving is expected to miss next week's game as well. So Rachaad White going to be useful for a couple of weeks at least. I'm trying to see. Any updates here? All right, nothing yet. I'm seeing somebody saying Fox reporting that Brock Bowers is out. So yeah, it sounds like he's more towards the outside, but we'll get it official here. All right, let's keep rolling. We got Andrew, full PPR, Xavier Worthy or Igbuka. I think you got to go Igbuka. This is a great spot for Igbuka this week. Hurts or May. I'm not benching Jalen Hurts. Why are we benching Jalen Hurts? Not benching Jalen Hurts. All right, Dejan Tandu, what's up? Still having trouble deciding between Etienne and Dowdle. I'm going Etienne. I just think Etienne. I know Dowdle has a better matchup here, but Etienne's looks so good. He's one of those guys he can rip off like a 30, 40-yard touchdown and make your whole day. So I'm going Etienne. Chase or Worthy? I can go Worthy over Chase. I like Worthy this week. Even the Jags not great against outside wide receivers. Yeah, it feels wrong to bench the number one overall, but yeah, also feels like that offense. I mean, look, we can't view it the way we did before the season with Joe Burrow. It's just a massive hit to the offense. It's nothing we can do here. Nothing we can do here. Let's talk about Will Taylor or Tremble. If Bowers is out, got to go Mason Taylor. All right, Paleo Ant, is Justin Fields QB1 this week? He could be. But it's still Justin Fields. He could be like QB. He could be QB1 or QB15. Neither one would surprise me this week. Neither one would surprise me when it comes to Justin Fields. All right, we got about 10 minutes till active inactives come out. All right, Johnny Palmer, Barkley or Henry? I can't bench Barkley. I mean, I can't really bench both, but Barkley's still been good for fantasy. Barkley still has touchdown upside. Barkley's in a better offense right now. I'm going Barkley. All right, UCPF RT Kenny. Why is everybody so down on Dan Mercado? Because it sounds like his role is going to be exactly the same as it was with Trey Benson or James Conner. And Michael Carter is going to be more the early down back. So we're just not expecting a big uptick in touches for Dan Mercado here. All right, Jordan Mason back out there, and he's now up to 8 carries for 34 yards. So apparently he's not benched anymore. Second and goal for the Vikings here. Maybe you're not cooked if you have Jordan Mason if he scores here. Fantasy football really would be pain if Jordan Mason gets a touchdown today and Judkins doesn't. All right. Keep it moving here. Well, I'm pretty caught up, so. Yeah, seeing Fox reporting Bowers is out. He's probably out. You probably should definitely have other plans here. Kyler Murray or not Indiana Jones? I'm going Kyler Murray. All right, back to Alex. Got wide receiver question. Got Slayton as the wide receiver 1 and Olave as the wide receiver 2 with Drake London on bye. And he's a wide receiver 3. Luke McCaffrey, Juju, Leggett, Booty Thornton, Westbrook, Akine, or Horton. Let's just go Luke McCaffrey. He's been involved. He scored. He's got JD. Let's go with Luke McCaffrey. Jordan Mason touchdown. So you're not cooked if you started Jordan Mason. You're not cooked if you started Jordan Mason. Right out of halftime. Touchdown. All right, now let's get Judkins one. Get Judkins a touchdown one. Now. Grant C, thank you. New subscriber. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Grant. All right, JPC 123. Should I roll with Pollard or play? No, let's just roll with Pollard. Let's roll with Pollard this week. I don't want to chance it with that Cardinals backfield. All right, Rudy, dropped a super chat. Let's see if I can find your question here. Is it up above? Is it down below? All right, here it is. I got it. Fields or Herbert? Again, I really like Fields this week. Of course, it's the Cowboys. You got to like Fields. But Herbert's been so good, and he doesn't bring the risk that Fields brings, right? Like, there's still a risk that Justin Fields doesn't run for a touchdown and only throws for like 150 yards and kills you. Like, that is still a risk every week with Justin Fields, regardless of who he's playing. Justin Herbert, you don't have to worry about that. I'm still going to go Justin Herbert here. All right, Grant, new subscriber. Let's do it. Rate these running backs rest of the year. Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Pacheco. I think I got to put Josh Jacobs number 1. Still got to put Bucky 2. Got to put Kamara 3. I'll put Aaron Jones 4, Pacheco 5. I'll have them in the exact order you have them in here. All right, Jordan Mason touchdown out of halftime. So the benching is over. They said, hey, don't fumble the ball anymore. He said, yes, sir. Looking good. Real quick, I'm going to take a little break here because I know some new viewers on that weren't on earlier in the show. Let you know, Underdog Fantasy, if you're looking for another way to play fantasy football, Underdog Fantasy is a great way to play fantasy football. Go make your underdog picks. You can pick anything like higher, lower, touchdowns, yards, receptions, receiving yards, fantasy points, all sorts of lines for every single player. But if you go sign up now as a new customer, they're going to give you this Drake May new customer pick. He does anything today. You win. You win that pick. You pair it with any other line you like from any other player. You can easily win that pick right off the bat. And even if you don't, it's okay because when you play $5, they're going to give you $100 when you join using our promo code ENDGAME. So look, go take the Drake May pick. Go take any other line you like. Put them together. Put $5 on it. Win or lose, you're going to get $100. But also, you're going to get more money because when you deposit for the first time as a new user and you join with promo code ENDGAME, they're going to give you a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So you put money in your account. They give you 50% of that in bonus funds. Then you play $5. They give you $100 in bonus funds. And yes, guys, you can actually use the bonus funds when you have your actual money in there. I know a lot of like sports books make you go through your money first before you can use the bonus funds, or you have to do a certain amount. No, you can use your bonus funds. So go try Underdog. Join with promo code ENDGAME. It's a ton of fun. Another way to get your fantasy fix in. All right, hold on. Need a drink here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, we did Rudy. Where are we at here? We did Rudy. All right, Paul P. 2 flex in PPR. Kendra Miller, Trey Tucker, Juwan Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Michael Carter. Needs upside, not floor. Well, Calvin really doesn't give you upside. Juwan Johnson doesn't really give you upside. I think Tucker is probably your best bet here for upside. Then I think maybe between Kendra and Michael Carter. I think I like Kendra against the Giants. Let's go Kendra and Trey Tucker. Good luck this week. How high am I on Justin Herbert this week? Gotta be pretty high on him. You got to feel pretty good. All right. Jesse Ventura saying thank you for the mention. Not the Jesse Ventura, but definitely a Jesse. Yeah, but you are the Jesse Ventura. Forget that other Jesse Ventura. All right, how about tight end and full PPR? Got Kincaid or Waller? Yeah, I think you got to go Kincaid in the Bills offense. I'd rather have Kincaid. All right, Rad Mannix, Debo, Chase Brown, Wan'Dale Robinson in the flex. Got to go Debo. Got to go Debo. From Hungary. Nice. Welcome. Got to go Debo. With no Terry, JD playing, go Debo. Judkins, 14-yard run. Let's go. This guy's going to have over 100 yards today. Just needs a touchdown. Just needs a touchdown to boom today. All right, Raul, what's up? You're welcome. All right, last 2 questions. Hunter Henry or Zach Ertz? Ooh, that one's close. That one's close. I think I'm going to take Hunter Henry here slightly over Zach Ertz. That one is close. Broncos or Colts? I mean, you can't feel good about Broncos versus Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Let's just go Colts against Geno Smith. Oh, thank you, Alan. You're too kind. You're too kind. All right, so Cassie saying Mason bench because of fumble reverse yards. Yeah, but then he came out in the half and ran him down the field and scored a touchdown. So Jordan Mason just fine now if you started Jordan Mason. Am I screwed as a Jet? No, Jefferson's got 4 catches for 59 yards. He's doing just fine. He's doing just fine. Carson Wentz is back out there. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's still early in the third quarter, guys. Plenty of time still. Waco time. Drop Juwan Johnson and pick up Taylor. I might just do this. I like Mason Taylor. Judkins. Apparently, what we're going to get this to start the half is just all running backs. Quinshon Judkins, 24 yards on this drive, or 27 yards on this drive already. Already up to 75 yards. Already up to 75 yards on the day. All right, Zach wants to know Pittman, QJ, Worthy, Marks. Leave one out. I think I'm gonna leave Marks out. As tough as that is. Thank you, appreciate that. I just feel good enough about those wide receivers. I'm assuming it's PPR, so I'm gonna leave Marks out. But tough to leave any of these guys out, honestly. Mario, should I start Pollard or Woody Marks? I think you got to go Woody Marks. Woody Marks here. All right, knitting in, big fan. Thank you, I appreciate it. Jawan today or pick up Mason Taylor? Yeah, just pick up Mason Taylor. Should be fine. Should be fine. Sorry, I also have to look. I haven't said anything about draft lane because I'm like, I don't think. Okay, got a couple draft lane questions. I haven't really mentioned draft lane because I was worried I wouldn't have time. But I will have to hit some draft lane questions here. Okay, we got actives and inactives coming out. Let's see here. Yep, Brock Bowers officially out. Pittman's good. Waller's good. Taysom Hill's in. Marvin. Okay, yep. So Bowers is officially out. So don't start Bowers. It's official. It's official. All right, I got to also try to do some draft lane questions while we're going here. Yeah, this is a lot for one person here. All right, but I can do it. I can do it. So while I'm doing this, I don't know if I want to do this. Although I'm kind of caught up here. I'm not too far behind. So I think I can do it. All right, let's take a chance. I'm a glutton for punishment. All right. If you guys, another way you guys can get your questions answered is here on Draft Lane. It's our app. Go download it. Scan the QR codes. Go download it. And then there's a little wheel down there. You'll see a little place to put a promo code in. Put in code ENDGAME. You get 10 credits. Get your questions answered. Unfortunately, I cannot stream Draft Lane because apparently my Mac is too old. But I'm gonna have to try to answer some questions here. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to all the questions on the chat as well. All right, Cardinals, Rashid Rice. All right, this looks good. Real quick, answering this draft lane question. All right, let's keep it going here. And I'm trying to pay attention to the game at the same time. This is a lot here. All right, Brown's driving. Let's get a Judkins touchdown here. Let's get it. Donkey, do you have to be a member to get your question answered? No, I try to answer some non-member ones. It's just luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. If I see something that stands out to me. Like this one from Jesse. Super thin at wide receiver. Needs 2. Malik Washington, Godwin, T. Higgins, Tolbert, or Tyquan Thornton. Well, I think Godwin has to be ahead of all these guys here. And then, I probably just go Jalen Tolbert with Turpin and CeeDee Lamb out. Good luck. All right, Jesse with the super chat. Let me see if I can find your question. Oh, here it is. Oh, I just did it. That's funny. I did it a lot. All right, they just stopped Judkins twice. It's 4th and 1. What are they going to do here? Would have been nice if Judkins could convert there on 4th and 1 to keep this drive going. All right, Sticky. Pick 2 wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Igbuka, Jacoby Myers, and flex the 3rd wide receiver over Woody. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I don't think I can bench Chase for Jacoby. Although Jacoby does have upside this week, but he's also got risk, but Chase has risk. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is tough. I mean, I have Chase over Jacoby. Well, that's not true. I have them both as risky, solid plays this week. So, oh, man. All right, Judkins picked up the first down. Let's go. Get that touchdown. I'm going to go. Man. I think you have to start Igbuka. That's the easy one here. I'm going to go Geez, this is so hard for me because I got Chase, Myers, and Woody like all the same. They're like all the same for me. So I don't know. Maybe just go the 3 wide receivers. I mean, there is a little bit of risk with Woody Marks. Like I think we're still going to see some more Nick Chubb than we want. But there's also risk with Chase in that offense. I don't know. I might just go the 3 wide receivers here, but they're all good options. Good luck, Sticky. That was a tough one. Kyron and Hampton. Okay. Trade Hendy for Worthy. Yeah, just give me Worthy at this point. I'll just take Worthy. Jeff Evans, Fields or Mahomes? I can go Fields here. I can go Fields on this one. Let's go Justin Fields here. Let's just risk it. All right, Ravi, Dart or May? Let's go May. Go May over Dart. Randy Moore, Hunter Henry, or Michael Carter in the flex? I think I probably just take a chance on Michael Carter. All right, Cody's saying Addison finally back in there. Yeah, weird. Some weird usage today. All right, 3rd and goal here. Doesn't look like we're going to get a Judkins touchdown this time. Njoku touchdown now. I guess the Browns tight ends are back in play with Dylan Gabriel. Browns tight ends back in play. Dylan Gabriel making them a thing. So right now we have Judy has 2 catches for 15 yards. Isaiah Bond has 1 for 7. Fannin 4 for 13. And Njoku 5 for 56. I guess Njoku might be the tight end you want. Yes, he's leading the team with 7 targets. All right. Dylan Gabriel making Njoku a thing again. Trade Carter for McMillan. Michael Carter? Yeah, do this in a heartbeat. Do this right now, Steve. Go do this. You don't even have to watch the rest of the stream. I give you permission. Go do this. All right, Rudy. Fields or Justin Herbert? Again, I can't. Justin Herbert I don't have to worry about it with Justin Herbert. I'm just going to take Justin Herbert. Yeah, maybe Fields outscores him, but maybe Fields bombs. Trey Tucker or Goddard. I'll just take a chance with Tucker here. All right, we got a game. I'm gonna do a draft lane one real quick here. All right, rate team PPR 14 team. Mahomes Dart. That's a rate. I don't need to. It's a rate the team. We can do this later. Never mind. All right. This is a tough one. Ida, Debo or Igbuka this week? I'm gonna go Igbuka. I think he's in a smash spot. Aguz, Brian Thomas, or Godwin? I'm just going to go Godwin. I need to see something from Brian Thomas first. What is that? Is that Goku? Goku? JB saying Mason almost scored. What do you mean? Mason scored. He did score. He did score. Yep, there it is. Touchdown Mason. All right. Miranda, BTJ or Tet? I'm going to go Tet. Tet's in a good matchup this week. Yeah, Mason scored. All right, Donkey. Just to prove. Need 2 wide receivers. Nico Collins, QJ. It's Nico Collins and QJ. I don't even need the rest. 2 running backs. Henry, Achane. Henry, and Achane. And then 1 flex between Harrison, Hollywood, Scattaboo, Walker. I'm going Scattaboo with the flex. So Nico, QJ, Henry, Achane, Scattaboo. Good luck. JD saying he sat Mason, was too worried about the defense. Look, doesn't have a big game. He's got 37 yards with a touchdown, but he's also got a fumble. So he has what, like 9 points right now? What does he have? Like 9 fantasy points right now? Where's he at here? He's at 8 fantasy points with a fumble. Or without a, he doesn't have as many fantasy points as Quinshon Judkins, and Judkins hasn't even scored. So we'll see what happens. Still plenty of time, though. We're still got 3 minutes to go in the third. Man, come on, Judkins. That touchdown being called back is a killer. Killer. Judkins would be smashing right now if not for that. All right, Vizione. 14-team full PPR running back is Christian McCaffrey. Needs 1 wide receiver and 2 flex. AJ Brown, Igbuka, James Cook, Woody Marks, or Kamara. I think you got to go Igbuka. You have to start James Cook. And I'm fine putting Woody Marks in over AJ Brown if you don't want to risk it. So Igbuka, James Cook, Woody Marks. Then Joe asking, how do you pay? I don't know how it works, to be honest. I don't know. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. Oh, and then Miranda, I did this, but thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, Zach saying right here, next to the typing bar, there's a cash icon which you can press. It will ask for your tip amount and a box for the question. There you go. All right, let's do Mr. Relentless. Full PPR, running backs get a point per first down. Okay, rank these: Igbuka, Chase Brown, Woody, Pollard, Spears. Igbuka 1, Woody 2, Pollard 3, Chase Brown 4, Spears 5. That's how I would rank them. All right, Daniel Pope. I've had this a lot. I'm still going JD. I did not draft JD to bench him when he's healthy. Playing JD. All right, Livewire, what's up? Hold on. Mason Taylor, Pacheco, Kirk, or Mondre at the flex. I don't know if I can put Mason Taylor over these guys. I mean, I can put him over Pacheco or Mondre, but Kirk, man. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go Mason Taylor. I don't know. What are we really getting from Pacheco or Kirk or Mondre? I mean, it's probably going to come down to a touchdown, right? If one of these 4 guys scores, they're probably going to be the leading scorer out of this group. Let's go Mason Taylor, though. All right, Droopy 51, Mahomes or Goff. I think you got to go Goff. Look, the Jags are a tough defense. Goff gets the Bengals. I think you got to go Goff this week. All right, Wentz sacked here. What's the deal with Bowers? He's not playing. Bowers is officially out. Alan C saying Judkins is matchup proof. He might be, honestly. I mean, even if he doesn't have like a huge fantasy game this week, you can't watch Judkins and be like, oh, you know, that was a bad. Like Judkins, he looks great. He looks fantastic. He looks phenomenal. And again, 60-yard touchdown callback. Could have been a monster game already. All right, Bands Dog, what's up? Start 2.5 PPR. Waddle, Diggs, Shakir, or Jameson. I'm gonna go. Oh man, I kind of like all these guys this week, but I'm gonna go Shakir and Jameson here. This is tough. But Jameson has so much upside against the Bengals. Shakir is so solid every week. Yeah. Jordan Mason hurt. Anybody see it? Did anybody see Jordan Mason? How's it look? I see Jordan Mason hurt. All right, it says he hopped up and jogged off the field, so doesn't sound too serious here. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Steve, I answered this one for you. Yes, definitely trade. If that's Mike, I can't imagine what other Carter is. Michael Carter for Tet? Yeah, take Tet. Please take Tet. All right, Tommy B saying Keenan or Ladd for flex. I feel like Ladd should be in the doghouse, like your doghouse or the Chargers doghouse, because he hasn't really done anything wrong to be in the Chargers doghouse. Until he produces more, but don't want to miss out on the game. Yeah, I hear you there, but I think we got to prefer Keenan right now. He's getting way more targets. He's way more involved. I think we got to prefer Keenan. Look, Ladd's probably going to have that game at some point, but what are you going to do? I think you got to prefer Keenan right now. Jordan, Sutton, or Chase? I'm okay with Chase here, actually. Sutton against Quinion Mitchell. I'm okay with Chase. It's hard for me to bench Sutton, though. He's been so good. But if you want to start Chase, I'm okay with that. Justin, not Justin. Would I drop Ridley for Brashard Smith or Jalen Coker? I don't think so. It doesn't even sound like Coker is really that close to returning. And Brashard Smith, not yet. Not yet. All right, let me check draft lane here real quick. What was this? All right, nothing on draft lane. Okay. Trying to do it all here. Trying to answer questions on the stream, draft lane, pay attention to the game. If you guys are enjoying anything that's happening right now, hit that subscribe button again. Help us get to 100K. Keep mentioning that. All right. All right, Grant C, pick 2, Wandale, Smitty, or Tolbert. I'm just going to go Smitty or Tolbert. I don't really like Wandale's matchup this week. Starin. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Garrett Wilson, Myers, Rashad White. I think I'm going to go Wilson and Rashad White, but Myers and White is close. But White I know is going to get the work. He's going to catch passes. I'm going to go Wilson and White. All right, Teresa wants to know what I played, Jamar Chase or Tyler Warren. Look, Tyler Warren is in a great spot this week. I don't know if I could start him over Jamar Chase, though. I think I would go Chase still. But, man, Tyler Warren's in a great spot. So if you're like, nah, I'm done with Chase, I totally understand. Greg said he sat Njoku for Strange. I don't think it's going to work out. Apparently, the number one target for Dylan Gabriel is David Njoku. Sadly, I don't think it's going to work out for you, Greg. All right, Joe B with the super sticker. Thank you. All right, Kincaid or Andrews? I think we got to go Kincaid. He's got Josh Allen. He's in that Bills offense. Andrews with Cooper Rush. Can't feel great about that. Needs 2. Woody Marks, Tony Pollard, or Zach Charbonnet. I think you got to go the first 2 here. They're still workhorse running backs. And Charbonnet is a tough matchup for the Seahawks. All right, lastly, one of the above tight ends. I mean, if you have to flex, if you're starting Marks, Pollard, and Kincaid, you got to flex Charbonnet or Andrews. I'll take a chance on Charbonnet. Charbonnet, at least, has shown he gets like run near the goal line at least. All right, Browns getting the ball back here. About a minute to go in the third. All right, Kimiel, Waddle, or Myers. I'm going to actually go Jacoby here. Good matchup for Jacoby. And then Shelly's saying they put forward again. Look, Quinshon Judkins nobody plays 100% of the snaps. Sometimes Quinshon Judkins needs a rest. It's fine. Dude's got like 100 scrimmage yards. Dude already has like 100 scrimmage yards. It's still in the third quarter. Look, if he doesn't score, he's not going to have a monster game, but that's just kind of how it goes. But dude looks great. You cannot feel bad if you put Judkins in your lineup right now. You cannot feel bad. All right, Santiago saying Juwan active, but do I start him or Waller? Honestly, I might just start Waller. All right, different Cody asking, should we start Jaden Daniels or Dak? I'm starting JD. I drafted JD to be my QB. JD is playing. He's in my lineup. And then Cody's saying, are we back on Njoku? I guess we have to be. I mean, look, 7 targets. Every Dylan Gabriel throw, like we thought Joe Flacco was dink and dunk. Every Dylan Gabriel throw looks like dink and dunk. 7 targets. I think we got to be back in on him. So, yeah, if he was dropped and he's in your waiver wire and you need tight end, go pick up Njoku, I guess. Although you got to wait till next week. All right, did those. All right, let's help out Nathan here. Needs some help. Pick 3. T-Mac, QT, Pickens, and I think you got to go the last 3. QT, Pickens, and Nico. Those guys should go off. I mean, I like T-Mac this week, but man, those last 3 guys should go off this week. Livewire saying, missed my super chat. No, I remember answering it. Did you hear it? I definitely answered it. See if I can go back to it here without mess. Oh, man. I'm afraid I'm going to mess everything up if I go back to it. Hold on. Where's your... Hold on. All right. 838. Okay. I think it was like down here. Live wire. There it was. I said, let's just go with Mason Taylor. I said, let's just take a chance on Mason Taylor here. So there you go. Got it again. All right. Where was I here? Let's get back caught up. I think I might have missed Dion, though. I think I'm going to start Sutton over Keenan this week since it's non-PPR. I'm okay with that. What if this is a week? I mean, it could look there's probably going to be a week where Ladd justifies it. Could it be this week? Of course. Could be any week, really. It's a good match. I mean, look, it's the Commanders' defense. They're not very good against wide receivers. They have terrible secondary. So, all right, and then we got where are we at here? All right. Edward, what's up? Flex 2, Pittman, Jacoby, or Keenan Allen? I think I got to go Pittman and Keenan Allen here. I do really like Jacoby, though. Yeah, Pittman and Keenan Allen. All right, Leroy's saying to start at Addison. That's brutal. I don't know what's going on. He didn't even, play the entire first half. It's weird. There was some kind of thing. It was a coach's decision, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened, but something must have happened, obviously. Not sure what. All right, Garrett Green wants to know if he's cooked. Geno, Bryce, or Tua? I don't know if you're cooked, but let's just go Bryce Young. He's got a good matchup this week. But, yeah, this is not fun. This is certainly not fun. All right, start of the fourth quarter. Let's go. All right, DS Krisk 1995. Needs 2 wide receivers in a flex. BTJ, Waddle, Sutton, QJ, Wandell. I think QJ's got to be one. I'm still going Sutton. Waddle or BTJ. I think I Waddle over BTJ, sadly. I'm going to go Waddle, Sutton, QJ. Good luck. All right, Ryan, dude, what's up? Good morning. Please help. Sutton or Tet? I have them both solid this week. I can go with Tet if you don't want to risk the Quinion Mitchell. I can go Tet this week. Both should be solid. All right, Johnny Donut, sorry for the second question. No problem, but you owe me a donut now. Just kidding. All right, Sutton Pickens. Okay. Walker flex. BTJ on the bench. I might go BTJ over Walker, honestly. It's close. Not over Sutton or Pickens. It's a tough spot for Walker this week. We know Charbonnet could vulture a touchdown. I might go BTJ over Walker. I have them both as flexes this week. It's close, but it's PPR. When will Hunter Henry be a set and forget? I don't know if he'll ever be a set and forget. I mean, look, you pretty much, if you got Hunter Henry, you're pretty much starting him, right? Are you starting somebody else? Yeah. I go saying thank you for answering. Big fan here. Great content to watch while eating every day. All right, I'll take that compliment, I guess. Okay, I answered your question, buddy. I answered this one. I said Wilson and White. Barely over Myers. I saw it. I answered it. All right. My JJ needs Bowers replacement. Got Fant, Schultz, Mason Taylor, Okonkwo, Johnson, Waller. I think this week I'm going Waller slightly over Taylor, but long term I like Taylor. But I mean, how long is Brock Bowers going to be out for? I'll go Waller this week. Will Tommy Trembler, Mason Taylor. Judkins is not Browns penalty proof. Unfortunately, nobody is penalty proof. Trey Tucker goes off again? Maybe. Joe B, I got it. I answered it for you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. The name we cannot pronounce and we will never be able to pronounce because I don't even know. Is that Chinese? All right. Devonta Smith and Laporta for Scadaboo and Ramondre. Good or bad? I think it's fine. I probably prefer the Smith and Laporta side. Actually, I almost certainly prefer the Smith and Laporta side because, I mean, I don't really want to trade for a Ramondre. But if maybe you have another tight end that you really like, maybe you picked up Hunter Henry or Jake Ferguson or somebody like that. You don't need Laporta. You need running back help. I'm okay with it, but I would in a vacuum, I'd prefer the Smith and Laporta side. All right, keep it moving here. JV started Judy. Why? Why? Oh, well, now Xavier Scott just fumbled. So I guess we're not going to see Xavier Scott the rest of the game. So I guess that's good for Jordan Mason, but the Browns have the ball back now. Browns get the ball back. All right, this one caught my eye. Vigilante Williamson. All right. Pick 2, Nico, Jacoby Myers, Jameson Williams. I got to go Nico and Jacoby here. I know Jameson gets the Bengals. He could have a big game, but man, Jacoby, no Brock Bowers. Colts missing their starting slot wide receiver. I think we got to go Nico and Jacoby here. Nico and Jacoby. Q50, Kelsey over Darren Waller this week. I would go Waller. Julian Pittman over Sutton. Yeah, I'd go Pittman over Sutton this week. JV, Michael Carter or Darius Slayton. I'm going to go Darius Slayton if it's PPR. I mean, Michael Carter might be safer, but that's it. He's just safer. What's the word on Bowers? He's out. He's officially out. Neftali, Waller, Juwan Johnson. Let's go Waller there. All right, so you super chatted this. Thank you. Appreciate it, but I already answered it. Let's go Nico and Jacoby. Carlos, what's up? Start full PPR, White, Etienne, or Kamara. I think we still got to go Etienne here. Even against the Chiefs. This guy can rip off a long run. He's got that home run ability. I want that in my lineup. Let's go Etienne. All right, Garner, start Taysom Hill or Juwan Johnson. Oh, gosh. Which Saints? I don't know. I'm probably still going to go Juwan here. I mean, maybe Taysom Hill gets a goal line carry or something, but remember, this guy's coming off a serious knee injury. Is he really ready to be out there a ton of snaps? I'm going to go Juwan Johnson here. All right, killing the villain. Brian Thomas, Jacoby Myers, Flowers, or Marks. Pick one. Well, you know what? With Bowers officially out, I'm just going to go Jacoby Myers here. It's close between Jacoby and Marks. Marks might be a little safer, but I might just go Jacoby now. Bowers out. Colts starting slot corners out. I might just go Jacoby here. All right, let me see if we got any draft lane questions because got to make sure I get those in. All right, we got about 1 hour here till kickoff, guys. I'll stay on for the full hour. Yes. Thumbs up the stream if you're on here. Subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate it. Try to get to as many questions as I can. If you want to guarantee your answers, super chat, get the membership. Definitely will do those. But try to get to as many as I can here. How about Ty, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard, Monty? Go Monty against the Bengals. All right, whose house? Theo Johnson or Mason Taylor? Let's go Mason Taylor this week against the Cowboys. Should be a good Mason Taylor week. Chase Brown or Shakir? Let's go Shakir. He's solid. Solid. All right, on third down, Dylan Gabriel will sack, so it looks like the Vikings will get the ball back. Man, this game is terrible. 14-17. 17-14 right now. All right. With Bowers out, PPR, Waller, Mason, Taylor, Strange, Schultz. This week, I'm going to go Darren Waller. This week. I like Mason Taylor more long-term, but this week, Darren Waller. All right. Fantasy breakout. Pick a flex and half PPR. Demercado, Josh Downs, Ridley, Sean Tucker. Oh, man. One of these guys, I'll go Jalen Tolbert with Kevontae Turpin out against the Jets. I'll take a chance on him. Yes, I heard the news on Bucky. I mentioned this. He's going to be out next week as well. So if you picked up Rachaad White, you should be feeling pretty good. At least for the next couple weeks. All right, Antonio took the shot on Bourne. Well done. Well done. Yeah, you just need Nico. You don't even need Nico and Waddle to do their part because Bourne did it for them. Wow, well done. All right, Tony C, BTJ or Dobbins is a flex in PPR. You know what? I'll just go BTJ here in PPR. Maybe Dobbins scores, but it's not a good matchup for Dobbins. We saw Harvey get more involved. He doesn't catch many passes. Take a chance on BTJ. Caden, Pittman, or Harrison in the flex. Pittman, Nick, are we dropping Travis Hunter? You probably can drop Travis Hunter, but for who? Depends. I wouldn't drop him for like nothing. Oh, Caden, I just did this for you. All right, Pittman over Harrison. Good matchup for Pittman this week. No Alec Pierce. Sounds like Adonai Mitchell is going to be on like punished on a snap count, maybe kind of like Jordan Addison today. Yeah. All right, let's help out UCPF, RT Kenny, Harrison, or Olave. I'm going Olave. Prolific 86, Daniels or Baker. Let's go JD. Trade Genty for Breece Hall. No, I don't want to do that. I want Genty. I still want Genty here. All right, not really sure how Bowers out affects this decision, but Genty or Woody Marks, I think you got to go Genty still. I mean, look, Woody Marks could have a massive game this week against the Ravens, but yeah, I think you still got to go Genty. Worthy or Harrison? I'm going Worthy. JL flex spot Waller or Kenneth Walker. I can't sit a running back like Kenneth Walker for a tight end like Waller. I'm still going Kenneth Walker here. Brandon, Flowers, or Diggs? I think you got to go Diggs this week. Flowers with Cooper Rush, that offense can't feel good. Can't feel good. All right, Billy Joe Billingsley, what's up? Rachaad White or Worthy in the flex? Oh, this is tough. Jeez. I don't know. I would, if it's PPR, I'd probably chase the upside of Worthy. I mean, Rachaad White should give you a very, but like Worthy does. It's not like Worthy doesn't have a floor. Yeah, I'll probably chase the upside of Worthy. AG Pittman or AJ Brown? I can go Pittman over AJ Brown this week. All right, Jordan Mason back in the game, so no worry there. Mike needs a wide receiver and a flex. Michael Carter, Demercado, Olave, AJ Brown. I'm playing the two wide receivers. I mean, unless it's like complete non-PPR, then maybe I could go like Michael Carter, AJ Brown. But if it's any PPR, I'm playing those two wide receivers. They should be fine. Good luck this week. Good luck. All right, we are catching up here, or I am catching up. All right, EAW needs one flex between Miller, Waller, Demercado. I don't know. I might just gamble. It's either Waller or Kendra here. Kendra does have a good matchup, but I mean, maybe Taysom Vulture. I don't know. If it's me, I'm probably going Kendra, but I get it if you want to go Waller. It's close between those two guys. It's going to come down to one of them score or not, probably. So. First Gabe Kit, Mason Taylor, Kelsey, or Goddard. I think you got to go Goddard here still. He gets touchdowns. All right, DYL. Half PPR, Bowers out. Start Taysom Hill, Brenton Strange, or Mason Taylor. I'm going Mason Taylor. I like Taylor this week. All right, Wentz incomplete to Addison here. All right, 95. What's up, one of our members? Hope you're doing well. I am. Hope you are as well. With Bowers out, would you start Mason Taylor, Schultz, Taysom Hill? Mason Taylor. I like Mason Taylor this week. Oh, Jefferson, big gain, 38 yards. Now he's at like 100 yards. Yeah, I like Mason Taylor this week. And then Kyler or Herbert, I have no real reason to bench Herbert this week. Let's go Herbert. All right, let's help out fantasy sports. Lost Tyreek Hill, London on a bye. Which 2 wide receivers? Trey Tucker, Troy Franklin, Ridley, Wandale Robinson, Slayton. I'm going to go Trey Tucker and Slayton. Shoot for some upside here. I like those guys. I mean, Tucker against the Colts doesn't worry me too badly. Slayton's got a good individual matchup. Wandale, a bit of a tough matchup. Franklin against the Eagles. I mean, Ridley is Ridley. All right, another catch for Jefferson, now over 100 yards. Yeah, you don't need to worry about Jefferson. Whoever asked earlier, you don't really need to worry about Jefferson. He looks fine. It's up to 100 yards today. Blaine asking Debo or Tet for the flex. Think you got to go Debo here. I like them both this week, but man, come on. Debo with no Terry, JD playing. Should be a good Debo week. Let's go Debo. All right, Cuckoo Hero. Full PPR, 2 flex. Iomanar, Demarcado, Henderson. We got to flex 2 of these guys. I'll go Iomanar and Henderson. You could drop one and pick up Slayton. Zach Charbonnet's on the waiver wire? Well, I think you should definitely pick up Zach Charbonnet because, I mean, if something happens to Kenneth Walker, this guy is going to be an every week start at running back. So I would drop Demarcado for Charbonnet. I don't really want to drop Travion Henderson. I might drop Iomanar for Slayton and start him this week, or even Malik Washington, but that one's close. But I would definitely drop Demarcado for Charbonnet just for the long-term potential of Charbonnet if something happens to Kenneth Walker. Like, I don't think Demarcado's role is really going to change here. Iomanar for Slayton. I mean, I'd prefer to start Slayton this week. So if you need the spot start, I guess drop Iomanar for Slayton. Oh, and then another example of why kickers should not be in fantasy. The Vikings kicker just missed a game-tying field goal. That's fun. It's fun if you have them. All right, hope that helps. Good luck for you. All right, Ivan saying need help from at least one of the Goaty Goats. Mason Taylor or Waller. I think this week we got to go Waller. It's close. But look, if this is maybe your tight end all season, just grab Mason Taylor and roll with him. I like Mason Taylor this week too. Very, very close this week. All right, Cody, what's up? Another one here. Evans, Brees, Tet, Pollard went through. Nice. Are you starting Brees over Genty or Rashad? I'm not starting him over Genty, but I could probably start him over Rashad White. Well done. Well done, Cody. And I like that your league actually pushes it through right away. All right, hold on. I gotta do this draft lane one because it's a start sit. Got to make sure to get these in before the games start. Justin Fields, Kyron Williams, Tony Pollard, Puka, Ted, Jawan. Do we have another tight end? Well, Fannin already played, unfortunately. Dowdle, Chris Olave. No, I think I go. All right, hold on. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get your draft lane, if you want to get your question answered, you can't super chat, and I haven't gotten to you, you can use draft lane right here. Scan the QR codes. It's a free download. What just happened here? It's a free download. And then you go to the little wheel at the bottom. If you type in the little, it says like promo code, you type in endgame. You'll get 10 free credits. You can ask, start, sit, waiver wire, any kind of questions you want. I'm answering one right now. And if you get your questions in before the start of the game, I will get them answered as well. All right. Let's get back to it. Grant asking if I'm nervous about Kendrick Miller and nearing Kamara. I mean, I'm not really nervous because I don't have a lot of Kendrick or a lot of Alvin Kamara, but if I had Alvin Kamara, I would definitely be nervous. Yes. But I was a big Kendrick fan coming out of college as a prospect, and unfortunately, Dennis Allen was not a Kendrick fan, but thankfully, Kellen Moore is. So I'm hoping Kendrick Miller has a great season. Honestly, that's what I'm really hoping for. Look, Alvin Kamara was great. His time has passed. It's Kendrick Miller's time now. Let's go. All right, Hank Jones. Needs to flex. Pittman, Woody Marks, Diggs, Troy Franklin. I think if it's PPR, I'm going Pittman. It's tough to bench Marks. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Marks. Either Pittman or Marks, but man, it's tough to have Marks on the bench, but Pittman's in a good spot. Laporta or Hunter Henry, I got to take a chance on Laporta for one more week against the Bengals. If he's bad this week, then yeah, we can panic on him. Got Bateman and Devonta Smith. No, I'm not starting Devonta Smith over Pittman. All right. CB7 guy, 23. 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, and full PPR. Keenan Allen, Ladd, Worthy. I assume that's Jamar Chase, maybe Chase Brown. I'm not sure. Rashad White. If that's Jamar Chase, I'm going to go Keenan Allen, Worthy, and Jamar Chase. Actually, yeah, Jamar Chase. If that's Chase Brown, I'm going to go Keenan Allen, Worthy, and Rashad White. Although maybe you can just go Keenan, Worthy, and Rashad White no matter what. But I think if it's Jamar Chase, I still want to put him in. So it depends which Chase that is. If it's Jamar Chase, Allen, Worthy, Jamar Chase. If it's Chase Brown, Allen, Worthy, Rashad White. Hope that helps. All right, Judkins now over 100 yards rushing. Just need a touchdown. Just need a touchdown, Judkins. Come on. I mean, it hasn't even really been a bad game for Judkins. He's currently at almost 14 fantasy points without a touchdown. So you can't feel bad if you start Judkins. Not a monster game if he doesn't score, but can't feel bad. All right, I'm back and I'm him again. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's 9 a.m. Just got back from lunch. So you left, you were here earlier, went to lunch and came back. That's awesome. All right. I was wondering because I wasn't here when you answered my question from before. No, I'm not starting Justice Hill. Give me RJ Harvey. I said RJ Harvey. Give me RJ Harvey. And my goodness, David Njoku has 9 targets today. What the heck? All right, Teresa, I'm not sure what you're asking here. Should I keep Chase Brown for Woody Marks after week 5? I mean, look, I don't really want to drop Chase Brown, but if I can get Woody Marks, I might drop Chase Brown. Like if you're in a super shallow league here and Woody Marks is still out there somehow, I might do that. Grant, what energy drink? All right, this is a Bang Peach Mango. It's an acquired taste, but it's certainly the best Bang flavor. I don't recommend starting to drink energy drinks. But I don't drink coffee, so I drink one of these a day, and it carries me through the entire day and night. All right. And it is good, but it's not good when you first drink it. Yeah, Judkins over 100. Unfortunately, no touchdown today yet, so maybe he's not going to go off, but you can't be upset if you started Judkins. And there's still 7 minutes left. Still time here. Although it looks like they may be kicking a field goal or punting here. We'll see. All right, let's help out Nathan again. Start 3. Pickens, Nico, T-Mac. I think you got to bench T-Mac. I feel like I did this one already. Johnny Palmer, would you trade Breece Hall for Jamar Chase? I don't think I'm doing this right now. I mean, Breece Hall with no Braylon Allen should be good. I don't know if I want to trade for Jamar Chase here, so I don't think I'm doing this. I think I'm just holding Breece Hall. All right, backing him. He's on the Eastern time zone. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yes, Gabriel loves Njoku, obviously. He can't throw the ball. He can't throw the ball more than like 10 yards. All right, Don GW, happy Sunday. Franklin or Slayton? I'm going to go Slayton here. He's got a good individual matchup. Franklin against the Eagles on the road. Can't feel too good. All right, so the Browns punted. We got 7 minutes to go. Vikings ball back. Let's see what happens here. All right, Greg Film Stuff. Needs a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Pacheco, Blue, Tolbert, Shaheed, and Higgins. I'm going to go Shaheed at wide receiver 2. I really like Shaheed this week. I think Shaheed's going to have a nice game. I'm going to go Shaheed, and I'm going to flex Tolbert with Kevontae Turpin out. Leading Higgins and Tolbert, well, I'm leaning Shaheed and Tolbert. Good luck. I just can't do it. I can barely start Jamar Chase. I can't do it with T. Higgins. All right, the Terminator is back. You started Njoku and Bourne this week? Well done. Well, that's not fair, though. You're the Terminator. You come from the future. You knew what was going to happen. That's not fair. You got to tell us what's going to happen. Not fair. All right, Cali Kid, full PPR, needs 1 wide receivers. Myers or Shakir? I think I got to go Jacoby Myers with no Brock Bowers. Got to go Jacoby here. I mean, Shakir is solid, but Myers should be good with no Brock Bowers. Squid Missile. That's a funny name. Iomanar or Ridley. You can't start Ridley. Just go with Iomanar and hope for the best. Ridley, you can't start Ridley right now. All right, Blaine. Oh, no, didn't mean to pick this one up. Sorry. I meant to pick Miguel up. Sorry. Good day. Would you sit Kyler over Sam Darnold or Jackson Dart? No, I think I'm still going Kyler here. I like Kyler this week. He should be fine. All right, looks like I'm about caught up. So if you want to get your questions in, now's a good time. See how many of these we can get through. Kamara, Derrick Henry. I'm going Derrick Henry still. Victor Walker, Debo. Let's go Debo. All right, we got one from one of our members. Doug, what's up? Doug wants to know. 2 running back, 2 wide receivers of flex. Nico Slayton, Marks, Sharbs, Tootin Henderson. All right, 2 running backs are going to be Woody Marks and Charbonnet. 2 wide receivers are going to be Nico, and I only see 2, so I guess Slayton. Wait, what? I guess we're only not starting one of these guys. I'm going to sit Tootin here. Juwan and Grob, Mason Taylor. Yeah, I can do that. Drop Purdy and roll with. Yeah, I mean, come on. Purdy's hurt. Just roll with Dak. Yeah, do that. Do that, Doug. All right, Cali Kid wants to know any news. It doesn't sound like Mixon will be back this year, honestly. Like if you have an IR spot and you can pick him up and put him in IR, sure. But it really sounds like he's not going to be back this year. All right, KJ Herring, Hunter Henry or Dallas Goedert. I think I still got to go Hunter Henry. I mean, Hunter Henry just feels like a tight end. If I have him, he's just in my lineup. I mean, Goddard kind of too, but yeah, I'm going to go Hunter Henry here. Kirk or Keon Coleman, I guess just take a chance on Kirk against the Ravens. Don't really like either. So, all right, let's see what the Vikings can do here. Down 3. Overtime would be nice. Give us some more Judkins points. All right, Jimmy. Hurts versus Fields. Yeah, this hurts. I just have no reason to bench Hurts. Again, Fields could have a big day this week against Cowboys defense, but Fields could also completely bomb. So I'm just going to start Jalen Hurts here. All right, question of the day. With Brock out, Mason Taylor or Schultz? I'm going Mason Taylor. Tronicus, Slayton or Iomanor? I'm going Slayton. Going Slayton here. And then Jordan Mason goes 19 yards, but of course the refs say, no, bring that on back with the holding call. Because any good play needs to be called back by a flag, by a penalty. The guy down the street, Christian Kirk or Luke McCaffrey. Let's just go Luke McCaffrey. I mean, he's been involved. He's scored. He's got Jaden Daniels this week. Let's just go Luke McCaffrey. Sticky Nicky, Jawan Johnson or Mark Andrews. I might still go Jawan Johnson here. I mean, Mark Andrews with Cooper Rush against the Texans, that doesn't feel good. I might just still go Jawan here. This is tough, though. All right, let's help out Blake. Terrible shape today in the flex. Needs one between Kenneth Walker, Ladd McConkey, or Darren Waller. Let's just take a chance on Ladd today. These aren't the worst options. We've definitely had worse options than this. Let's just go Ladd today. Hope it's the day. Jesus Tapia, did you answer mine? I feel like I did. I've answered a lot. If you want to drop it again, I will answer it. If you want to just type it out again, I'll answer it. I feel like I might have. All right, blasted. Half PPR. Demercado, Kirk, Trey Tucker, or Malik Washington. I might take a chance on Trey Tucker here. Oh, Carson Wentz sacked on third down. Jeez, what a night. What a mess. What a mess, this Vikings offense. I might just take a chance on Trey Tucker here. It's close between him and Washington. Good luck. All right, Evan Stover, Dowdle or Etienne. I do like Dowdle. It's a good matchup. But man, Travis Etienne looks so good. He can rip off those long runs. Even against the Chiefs, I'm going Etienne. All right, let's see what the Vikings almost have to punt here, right? 4th and 23 at their own, whatever they're at, 18. They still have 3 timeouts. I think they got a punt here, right? Yeah, they punt. All right, maybe this is a drive. All right, Browns have a chance to put this game away right here. Let's see what they do. All right. Miller, because you got the cool Halloween. I'm all about Halloween. Laporta or Mason Taylor. I still got to go. As much as I like Mason Taylor, I still got to go Laporta. It's the Bengals. He should be good this week. If Laporta is bad this week, then yeah, we're in full-fledged panic mode. But I still got to go Mason Taylor here. All right, let me check the draft lane real quick. Don't forget, guys. Okay, we got one in here. Got another one from G Buster. Should I start Darius Slayton or Rashid Shaheed? And by the way, guys, if you are on here and you're on Yahoo and Sleeper, you can sync your league. I can actually see your roster. And I can actually go in here and say, okay, you got Daniel Jones, George Pickens, Jamar Chase, Etienne Marks, Brenton Strange, Monty, Shaheed, Slayton, Chuba's hurt, Henderson, Pearsall's hurt. Yeah, I think everything looks good here. Because you don't really have another tight end option. What was the question again? No, I'm going Shaheed over Slayton. I think he's in a good spot this week. Everything else looks fine. Good luck this week. Yeah, so if you download Draft Lane, you're on Sleeper or Yahoo, you can sync your league, and then I can actually see your lineup. You don't even have to type it in. I can see your lineup and be like, start him, sit him, and everything. So check it out. All right, Cali Kid, again, full PPR on these 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. Got Gibbs, Dowdle, Etienne, Walker. Going to go Gibbs, Etienne. Myers, St. Brown, Ladd, Waddle. Going to go Myers, St. Brown. And I probably am going to flex Dowdle here. I like Dowdle enough. I'll flex him. I mean, look, maybe this is the week for Ladd. No need to risk it with Dowdle. So Gibbs, Etienne, St. Brown, Myers, Dowdle in the flex. Good luck today. All right, Daniel, Woody Marks or Etienne, how much usage is Woody Marks going to get? That's the big question here. Like, you got to think he's going to get more usage because of last week, but he's a rookie. Could see more Nick Chubb than we want. I'm just going to go Etienne. I know Etienne's a workhorse. He's explosive. He catches passes. I'm just going to go Etienne, but maybe next week it'll be for sure Woody Marks. We'll see. All right, Ethan, Waddle, or I assume Wan'Dale Robinson. Let's go Waddle with Tyreek out. WK, A.J. Brown, or Trey Tucker at the flex. I can't start Trey Tucker over A.J. Brown. I can't do it. I'm still going A.J. Brown here. I still got to go A.J. Brown. All right, Chris, Jawan, Taysom, or Kelsey in half PPR. I think I'm still going to go Jawan here. Not ready to put Taysom in. Kelsey, what's the upside? I might still go Jawan. It's close between Jawan and Kelsey now. All right, looks like Minnesota got the stop they needed. So they're going to get the ball back here. Can they get a field goal? We shall see. We shall see. All right, Tobias, Nick, Dak, or Kyler? I think I'm going Dak. Let me check. Yeah, I'm going to go Dak this week. It's close between Dak and Kyler. I can sit Nick's here. Data, Shaheed or Kirk. This is a sneaky good spot for Shaheed this week. Let's go Shaheed. I think he's got upside. All right, Minnesota gets the ball back 3 minutes ago at their own 20. Can Carson Wentz do it? WK again. Travion or Amari? I'll take a chance on Travion Henderson here. I'm not feeling Demarcado this week. I mean, I'm not really feeling either of these guys, honestly. The Bills are really bad against running backs. I'll take a chance against Travion. All right, Johnny Donuts, rate my trade. Gave away Charbonnet for Rashad White. I mean, I guess they're both kind of like I guess it's okay. I mean, Rashad White can certainly help you this week and next week more than Charbonnet. Long term, I probably do prefer Charbonnet a little bit because he does get more involved, but it's probably fine. Probably fine here. All right, here we go. Let's see what Wentz can do. All right, let's help out Texas Papa with a defense question. Seattle versus the Bucks. Texans versus you gotta go Texans versus Cooper Rush. Texans. All right, we are at the 2-minute warning. Vikings have one timeout. Let's see what they can do here. Hank, what's up? Thank you. Differently, we got Sutton, Marvin Harrison, Flowers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jacoby. Need to. I'm still going Jacoby and Sutton here. If you're worried about Sutton against Quinion, which I understand, I could go Marvin Harrison and Myers, but I don't really feel great about Marvin Harrison. So if it's me, I'm going Myers and Sutton. All right, then Scadaboo is a flex playing Jonathan Taylor. Well, you already started Kyron. That's really nice. Yeah, Scadaboo as a flex. I'm fine with Scadaboo as a flex here. So for me, Jacoby and Sutton, but I'm okay with Jacoby and Marvin Harrison too. Sutton to me, though, is almost like, man, I just can't bench this guy. He's been too good. All right, if you guys got more questions, drop them in there. All right, Avinash, please help. Juwan Johnson or Strange? I don't really love Strange this week. I might still go Juwan here. Keenan Allen or Ted? I'm going Keenan. All right, Victor, Kenneth Walker or Dobbins? Yeah, I have them both as flexes this week. They're both in kind of tough matchups. I think I feel a little bit better about Dobbins. I'm going to go Dobbins this week. All right, Marco, what's up? Flex Demarcado, RJ Harvey, Trey Tucker, or Travis Hunter. If it's PPR, I'm going to go Trey Tucker. No Brock Bowers. If it's non-PPR, I'll probably go RJ Harvey. Good luck. Alex Snodgrass, Real Estate, what's up? All right, no PPR. Tet Myers, Sutton. I think in non-PPR, we got to go Sutton. He's just a threat to score every week. I know it's a tough matchup. I mean, maybe Jacoby with Bowers out is okay, but do I feel better about Jacoby or Tet scoring than Sutton? I really don't. I I think I got to go Sutton in non-PPR. He's just such a touchdown threat every week. All right, Jedi Koth, member. Okay, one wide receiver and a flex, half PPR. Diggs, Sutton, Jameson, or Dobbins. I'm still going Sutton here, and then I think Jameson's going to be my number 2 for the upside against the Bengals. I mean, I like Diggs this week, but it's half PPR. That hurts him a little bit. I'm going to go Sutton, Jameson. All right, Cassius saying got a doozy. Start 2, Luke McCaffrey, Mims, Slayton, Hollywood. I'm going Slayton and McCaffrey. Yep, I'm with you. Slayton and Luke. Slayton and Luke, I'm with you. All right, Victor, Wan'Dale Robinson or Trey Tucker? I think I go Trey Tucker. No Brock Bowers. It's not a great individual matchup for Wan'Dale this week. I'm going to go Trey Tucker. Hey, TJ Hawkinson starting to get a little involved here. What's he up to now? 5 catches for 24 yards. At least is some signs of life. It's not great, but it's some signs of life at least. All right, Vikings moving. They're across the 50. Can they get into field goal range? We shall see. All right, Doug, what's up? Another league. Tight end rest of the season. Mason Taylor, Theo, Fannin, Strange, and Goddard. Well, look, Fannin kind of got involved here, but I still like Mason Taylor. Let's see what Mason Taylor does today, but I think he'd be my choice right now. Ooh, big catch for Justin Jefferson, 21 yards. They're in field goal range. Jefferson now up to 7 catches for 123 yards. Very nice. Very nice. Justin, what's up? Good morning. 2 questions. Dak or Justin Fields? I got to go Justin Fields here against the Cowboys. I got to take a chance there. And then RJ Harvey or Zach Charbonnet? I don't know. I might just go Harvey for the pass catching. It's close here. It's not a good spot for Charbonnet and the Seahawks. I might go Harvey. Aced it. Trey Tucker, Iomanar. I think I'm just going to go Trey Tucker now. Look, Brock Bowers out. Garrett saying Hawk giving me 4th quarter points again. Yeah. Not a ton, but at least it's something. At least it's something. OT would be nice here, right? Give Judkins more chances. We'll see. All right, we got another draft lane one. Let's do this one. All right, it's Dynasty Superflex half PPR. Just traded Ridley and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for Shakir. That's got to be a win. Yeah, that's got to be a win. Ridley is old and looks terrible. Shakir is young and solid. Well done. All right, another one from Alex Snodgrass from Real Estate. Thank you. Thoughts on JD today? I've talked about him a few times, but I know you probably just got here. I'm fine with JD. He's playing. He's good. That's good enough for my fantasy team. If I got JD, he's in my lineup. Unless maybe like Justin Herbert might be the one obvious like Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Justin Herbert might be the one guy I could consider over him. Maybe Goff. It's because it's the Bengals. Maybe. All right, Cassius saying, guy in my Dynasty League accepted GP. Who's GP? I don't know. George Pickens, I guess. Luther Burden, a 26th third, and T. Higgins for Saquon and DK. I'm okay with this because, look, I know it's like, how can you trade away Saquon? But, like, Saquon doesn't look great like this year. I think he'll be fine. He's getting up there in age. T. Higgins still has a bunch of, like, look, if Joe Burrow's healthy next year, T. Higgins will be great. George Pickens looks great. Burden has potential. I think this is a fine trade. I got no issue with this trade at all. I think it's fine for both sides, honestly. Carter saying Mayfield or Fields. I'm going Fields. DC chilling. Troy Franklin or Slayton or Charbonnet. I'm going Slayton here. I like his matchup this week. I like his individual matchup. All right, Julio, T-Mac or Chase? I'm actually going T-Mac here. I think T-Mac has a good matchup this week. I know it's hard to bench Chase, but, man, we haven't seen it yet. Bobby Brook, 1 QB, Young or Stroud? I'm going Stroud against the Ravens. 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Dowdle, Tet, Pittman, Sutton, Devontae. I think I'm going to go Tet and Pittman here. Tough to bench Sutton or Dowdle, but it's full PPR. Tet and Pittman are in good spots. If you want to play it a little safer, you can go Dowdle over Tet. He's got a higher floor. I might even go Pittman. I might even go Dowdle over Tet. Tet more upside. Dowdle safer. It's close there. Pittman and one of those guys, based on your risk tolerance here. All right, 3rd and 4. Browns took a timeout. 3rd and 4. Cleveland 21. See what the Vikings do here. Yes, Taysom Hill starting. Good luck if you play Taysom Hill. Juicy Boosie, Ertz or Juwan? I'll go Ertz. Benny, what's up? Saying hit that sub button. Thank you. Yes, hit that sub button if we're helping you out. Bird Talk, how are we feeling about Olave starting Nico? I mean, I'm not starting Olave over Nico, but I like Olave. I like Olave. All right, Vikings just got a first down. Just got a first down here. We'll see what they do. Do they score? Do they tie it up with the field goal? Or does the kicker miss it? Because he's a kicker, and that's what kickers do. All right, Julio, Godwin or Chase? I don't think I could put Godwin in over Chase. I'm still going Chase here. Super QT, Devonta Smith or BTJ? I have them both as flexes this week. I think I'll go Devonta Smith. It's very close here. Very close here. Andrea saying drop Strange for Mason Taylor, benching Juwan this week. I'm okay with that. EAW, would you pick up Isaiah Davis for Tootin? I'm okay with this because look, Braylon Allen, they're saying like 8 to 12 weeks. 8 to 12 weeks. I'm okay with that. All right, Will, one flex and half PPR. Malik Washington, Chubb, or Bill. I'm just going to go Malik Washington here. I mean, unless Chubb or Bill scores, yeah, I can't feel good about them. I'll go Malik Washington. Yeah, I mean, this is a good point back to the last question. BTJ has the upside, but I think Smith has the upside too this week. I don't know. It's close. It's close between those guys. Oh, Jordan Addison touchdown. Look, if you thought you were cooked when you started Jordan Addison, you're not completely cooked. You're not completely cooked. Wow. He's now up to 5 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Just like that. Things can change fast. All right. Well, what do the Browns do now? Now the Browns need a touchdown in 25 seconds with Dylan Gabriel. I don't like their chances. I do not like their chances here. All right. Mythical beats. Who do I drop? Pacheco or Kendry Miller? I mean, you have to start one. Dowdle or Marks is very close for me, but I think I'll go Marks slightly over Dowdle. Pacheco, if I have to drop one, I'm probably dropping Pacheco. Probably dropping Pacheco. If I have to drop one. All right. Brain Lamock. Pick 2, Derrick Henry, Rashad White, Woody Marks. I think you still got to go Derrick Henry. I'm going to go Rashad White slightly over Woody Marks. I mean, this might be a regret. I might regret this because Woody Marks against the Ravens could go off, but Rashad White in the better offense, going to get more touches. He's got the tougher matchup, but yeah, I'm going to go White over Marks, but that one's very close. Could go either way. Daniel, Ertz, or Juwan? I'm going Ertz. All right, just silent. Dowdle or Godwin? I think you got to go Dowdle here. A little too soon for Godwin. All right, we got another draft lane one. Let me get this one really quick from Andy. If you're on here right now, this is from Andy Forcal. I'm going to answer it right now. All right. We're saying tight end Dallas Goedert. Oh, you got to go Dallas Goedert. No, just go Dallas Goedert. Should be fine. So you got Josh Allen, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman. That's good. Kenneth Walker, Rico Dowdle. We'll see. Goddard, Bryce Young. Okay, it's super flex. Juwan on the bench. Wandale, Geno Smith. AJ. Ooh. Wow, no flex here, huh? Just a super flex? AJ Brown on the bench, but I'm not starting him over those guys, so okay. No, I think it looks good. All right, lineup looks good. I got bad news for you, Shelly. I don't think they can tie it up. It's a 4-point game right now. Unless there's a way to score 4 points, they can't tie it up. They're either going to win or lose. They're either going to win or lose. We're not getting overtime. All right, well, Mythical Beast. Okay, now he's saying drop Pacheco for Christian Kirk or Josh Downs. Need a wide receiver for this week. Must win, half PPR. You can drop Pacheco. I guess maybe Downs with all the wide receivers out, but I don't know. Maybe Kirk against the Ravens. It's half PPR. It's not really great for either of these guys, but you can certainly drop Pacheco for one of these guys. I don't know. Maybe Kirk against the Ravens. Mary Jo, what's up? Malik Washington, BTJ, or Ladd? I can't start Malik Washington over these guys. I'm still going BTJ here. Look, maybe this is the week Ladd pops off. Who knows? But I'm still going BTJ here. Let's go BTJ. Cannot start Malik Washington over these guys. That's too much. Too much. Just silent. Goff or CJ Stroud. I think you got to take a chance on Goff against the Bengals here. All right. Browns have 25 seconds from their own 35. No, their own 29. Let's see what they can do here. I'm not expecting much from Dylan Gabriel. All right, Benny, hit this. Yes, hit the sub again. Yes, do it again. If you already do it, no, don't hit it again because I think they'll unsub you. So don't do it again. That'll unsub you. Knicks or Darnold? I'm going to go Darnold. It's a tough spot for Knicks on the road in Philly. Full PPR, T-Mac, Ridley, or Slayton. I got to go T-Mac. This should be a good T-Mac week. It's a good matchup here. Flex, Marks, Ridley, Slayton, Michael Carter, or Sharps. Going Marks. Thank you, Benny. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Then we have another one from John. Full PPR pick 2. BTJ, Shakir, Shaheed, Ridley. Look, I do like Shaheed this week. I really do like Shaheed. It would not shock me if Shaheed outscores BTJ or Shakir. But I don't think I can sit BTJ and Shakir for Shaheed. So I'm going BTJ and Shakir. He's also very risky. All right. How about a all right, they're moving the ball here. We'd have 22-yard pass to Isaiah Bond. And then Jamari Thrash for 22 yards. So they're moving the ball here. They're moving the ball. But there's only 7 seconds left. That's the problem. So they got to throw this into the end zone here. This next one has to be into the end zone. Vass has answered this one a ton, but you probably just got on here. Juwan Johnson or Taylor? I guess this is a trade question. Cassius, would you do Demicardo for Rico Dowdle? I would put Rico. I would start Rico Dowdle over Demicardo for sure. Rico or Woody's close, but I'll give the side edge to Woody. Well, there it is. Game's over. Couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done. Vikings win. All right, we got about 17 minutes till the kickoffs here. Okay, we got another draft lane one. Let's get this. Should I stick with Zay Flowers or go with Ladd McConkey? I would go Ladd here. I'll take a chance on Ladd. Got Evan Ingram and the other tight end. Oh, I got Evan Ingram on the bench. That's okay. Oh, Mark, I guess that's all right. All right, let's take a chance on Ladd. Can't trust Flowers with Cooper Rush. Good luck this week. All right, there we go. All right, guys, we got about 15 minutes here till kickoffs. Try to get through as many as I can. I will stay on till the kickoffs here. Again, if you want to guarantee your question gets answered, drop that super chat or become a member. But I'll try to answer as many as I can until kickoff. All right, I got a super chat from Austin. Full PPR, Henry or Ertz? I think I got to give Henry the edge here still. Debo or Harrison? Definitely Debo here. JD's playing. No Terry. You got to feel good about Debo this week. All right, Cali Kid, full PPR, Jamar Chase or Jacoby Myers? I think I got to go Jacoby with no Brock Bowers. Gonna go Jacoby here. Gonna go Jacoby. All right, Dale, half PPR. Ladd, Mims, or Trayvon Henderson. I'm not ready to sit Ladd. I know he's been bad, but I'm not ready to sit him for guys like Mims or Trayvon Henderson. Let's take a chance on Ladd. Hope this is the week. Shelly's saying at least Judkins. You can't, I mean, look. Okay, Judkins didn't boom. But let's not forget, he had a 60-yard touchdown called back by holding. If he had hit that touchdown, I mean, we're talking about a monster game this week. He looked awesome. I mean, if you got Judkins, you're feeling really good right now. Okay, he didn't go off this week, but he still got you about 14 fantasy points. He had 138 yards today. He just didn't score. What are you going to do? 138 yards? That's a monster game for a running back. Judkins is a beast. You got to just have Judkins in your lineup. We might have to put Judkins as a must start, honestly. Just silent. Jefferson, 4 weeks and no touchdowns. Yeah, but again, see this. Okay, I talked about this. This is where, as much as I love fantasy football has ruined how we view players. Justin Jefferson today, 7 catches for 123 yards. Do you realize how big of a game that is? That is a huge game. But because it's fantasy and he didn't score, it's like, like fantasy has kind of ruined football in that way, because it's like 123. Like if he does 123 yards every week, I think that's like 2,000 yards. That's a monster game. Like if Judkins gets 130 yards every week, that's like 2,000 yards. These are monster games. Yeah, they're not going to score every week, but you should still feel good about Jefferson and Judkins here. You still feel good. I mean, even in non-PPR, that's a 12-point game. That's a huge game in non-PPR. It's a huge game in non-PPR. All right, let's keep it going here. Alex Divers, AJ Brown or Waddle? I don't think I'm ready. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm still going AJ Brown here. I got AJ Brown above Waddle. Let's go AJ Brown. All right, we got a super chat from Jamie. Daniels or Fields? Look, I've had this one a bunch today, but if I got Daniels, I'm playing Daniels. Look, I know Fields gets Cowboys. I know it's like, it could be a big game, but Fields could always just bomb. I'm going Daniels here. Harv Danger thought he was Cook playing Addison. This just shows you it's never over till it's over. I don't know. Something must have happened. He wasn't playing the first half, but hey, he saved it at the end there. That's all that matters, right? JJ to fly, Rico Dowdle or Slayton? I'm going Dowdle. Mark Andrews or Jake Ferguson? You got to start Jake Ferguson. Until CD comes back, Ferguson's almost a must start. We probably should have just made him a must start, honestly. All right, Jason saying Rico Dowdle or Woody Marks. I've had this one a bunch. It's very close, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Marks. Here. All right, Money Mitch, what's up? Do I play Charbonnet or Dan Ricardo at RB2? I'm going to go Charbonnet. I just feel a little bit better about his usage. Chance to score a touchdown. It's close here. I don't really like either of them this week. Christian Kirk over either of them? Maybe. I don't know. But what's the upside for Christian Kirk? These guys are all lumped together. It's like I don't really want to start them, but if I have to, I have to. I'll go Charbonnet, but yeah, it's going to come down to a touchdown. Honestly. Dean Joseph, Daniel Jones, or Drake May? I'm going to go Drake May. Thoughts on Stroud? I like Stroud this week. Not my favorite start, of course, but he should be okay against the Ravens. Terminator, you're from the future. You should know. Yeah, I think you can drop Mixon to pick up Malik Washington. Like, it doesn't sound like Mixon's playing this year. Terminator, let us know. Does Mixon play this year? Does he play this year? Is this a week Ladd goes off? Terminator, let us know. All right, John, would you flex Sutton or Woody Marks? I probably still go Sutton here, but I totally understand if you want to go Woody Marks. Woody Marks, great spot this week. Yeah, he's got upside. Sutton's got a tough matchup, but Sutton's just been so good. Like every week, I have trouble benching Sutton. Totally understandable if you want to go Woody Marks. Totally understandable there. All right. Tiffany, what's up? Half PPR, Demo Carter. I think you got to go Michael Carter. It sounds like he's going to be the guy that's going to get most of the touches here. And half PPR does hurt Demercado a little bit because he's more of the pass catching back. And are we really going to expect the Cardinals to be like in pass happy mode against the Titans? I don't think so. So I'm gonna go Carter here. All right, Andrew. 3 running backs: Javonte, Etienne, Kamara, White, or Rico. I think you got to start Javonte. I think you got to start Etienne, and I'm going to give White the edge here, barely over these other guys. So Javonte, Etienne, and Rashad White. All right, J190. Who do I sit? Marks, Flowers, AJ, or Sutton? I think you got to sit Flowers here. With Cooper Rush against the Texans. Yeah, let's just sit Flowers here. Let's sit Flowers. All right, Dale again, PPR. Josh Downs, Higgins, Bateman, start 2. I think you got to bench. Again, I think with Cooper Rush, I think you just got to bench Bateman. Take a chance on Downs. Alec Pierce out. A.D. Mitchell sounds like they're going to limit his snaps. Yeah, Downs and Higgins, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I can't lie, but I'm going to sit Bateman with Cooper Rush. All right, this is an impossible question. Igbuka versus QJ non-PPR. I mean, they both have touchdown upside. They're both in great spots. But I think we got to go QJ, man. I mean, this guy's a touchdown machine. He's got Justin Herbert. I mean, Igbuka's got big. This is like an impossible question. They're both going to probably be good. But I'll go QJ. All right, all of a sudden, pick one. Diggs, Jacoby Myers, Rashad White. It's PPR. I might go Jacoby with Bowers out now. I might go Jacoby here. Rashad White's probably your safest bet. Gives you a very high floor this week. But, man, Jacoby with no Brock Bowers, I might have to go Jacoby here. I got to, of course, answer a question from Chris. A.J. Brown or Sutton? I have Sutton ahead of A.J. Brown. They both have tough matchups this week. I mean, unless you believe the squeaky wheel, like they're just going to force feed A.J. Brown. But I don't even think that's the issue. He got 9 targets last week. I don't know. I'm still going Sutton. They're both in tough matchups here. Sutton's been good. I'm going Sutton. Javier, Henry, or Scadaboo? I think you still got to go Derrick Henry. I do really like Scadaboo this week, but I don't think I can start him over Derrick Henry yet. Payne Bliss, Keenan or Pittman? I think this is close, but I'll go Keenan with Justin Herbert, but that is close. All right, Doug, Dak or Fields? Here I can start Fields. Here I can take a chance on Fields because, I mean, I do like Dak, but we can't act like Dak is risk-free either. So let's go Fields. Let's go Fields against the Cowboys. All right, Danny Saint. Thoughts on Coleman or Shaheed? Look, I'm going to say my sneaky upside start of the week is Shaheed. I think Shaheed's going to have a nice game today. Let's go Shaheed. Let's go Shaheed over Coleman. All right. We got about 8 more minutes here. Yeah, you want to make sure your question gets answered. Drop that super chat. Juwan Johnson, Taysom Hill, Darren Waller. I might just go Darren Waller now. With Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau active, I might just go Darren Waller. Go Darren Waller. All right, Dean's got Michael Carter, RJ Harvard, Demercado, and Bill. Who's going to be the RB2? I think I'm going to go Michael Carter here. I actually feel best about his touches. I don't love it. I think I'm going to go Michael Carter, sadly. Yes, Garrett saying week 5. Let's go. Slay Clash, Baker or Dart? Let's go Baker. Should feel just fine with Baker. And I know we got some new people on, so real quick, I'm just going to throw this in because caught up here. Underdog, if you haven't tried Underdog yet, they got a gimme pick. Drake May just needs to do anything. You win that pick. You pair it with any other pick. That's an easy win right there. But even if you don't win, it's okay because when you play $5, do any $5 pick them, they're going to give you $100 in bonus funds. Plus, when you sign up right now using promo code ENDGAME, they're also going to match your first deposit 50% up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So if you're not feeling good about your fantasy team, go get some picks in on Underdog. Just make sure you join using promo code ENDGAME. Take advantage of those offers while you can. All right, Kyle. Pick 2 in full PPR. A.J. Brown, Igbuka, Sutton, BTJ, Debo, Marv. Wow. I think I got to go Igbuka and Debo. I mean, some good players on the bench here, but Igbuka's in a great spot. Debo with no Terry, with JD playing, you got to feel good. I think I got to go Igbuka and Debo. Man, let's make a trade here. You got a lot of wide receivers. Make a trade. All right, Casey. Woody Marks or Waddle? I can definitely go Woody Marks here. Definitely go Woody Marks. Kurt Cruz, Harvey Chubb, or Ridley. I can't start Ridley. I can't start Chubb. Let's just go RJ Harvey and take a chance. Amar, Shaheed or T. Higgins? Definitely Shaheed. Definitely Shaheed. Good spot for Shaheed this week. Don't be surprised if Shaheed has a nice game. Don't be surprised if he busts either, though. All right, back to Slay. Clash, Devonta Smith or Wandale. I'm going to go Devonta Smith. This is not a great individual matchup for Wandale. All right, Diego, Marv or Woody Marks? I think I just go Woody Marks here, honestly. Let's go Woody Marks. Good spot for him. Let's go Woody Marks. All right, Harv Danger saying good luck, everybody. Thanks for the show today. You're very welcome. Hit that like button before game. Yes, thank you. And again, if you guys have not subscribed yet, and I've helped you out all this morning, or if you're just like, hey, this guy seems all right, or you watch our videos, go hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100K this year. I know we can do it, but not without you guys. Help us out. All right, Money Mitch, better floor, Kirk or Demercado? I mean, does Kirk even have a floor? I mean, I don't know. If it's full PPR, maybe Christian Kirk has a higher floor. Maybe Demercado has a higher floor. I don't know. That again, this is so close. These guys are like the same. All right, Amar, T. Higgins or Wandale. Look, I don't like Wandale this week, but I can't start T. Higgins. Let's just go Wandale and hope for the best. Hope for the best here. All right, Rolling Thunder with another draft lane question. Godwin or one of the juniors is. All right, he's got Jalen Hurts, Emeka Egbuka, Ladd, Barkley, Hampton, Tyler Warren, Godwin at the flex right now. Oh, he benched Judkins. Why did you bench Judkins? BTJ, Pittman. Oh, I got to start Pittman. I'd probably go Pittman over Ladd, honestly. But honestly, I might start Ladd over Godwin. So actually, I'm going to undo this. All right, I'm going to go Pittman. Let's flex him over Godwin. Good luck this week. All right. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Scratch or bust, Ridley, Hunter, or Tolbert. Let's just go Tolbert. All right, Jesse Ventura again got a trade request. Waller for Hunter Henry. I want Hunter Henry. Yeah, I would want Hunter Henry. I feel like he's just a set and forget tight end. Pain Bliss, Michael Carter, Troy Franklin. I'll just go Carter. He should get the touches here. Rob G, Henry or H-An. No, let's go H-An. He should catch a ton of passes. Chris saying already got support. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Egbuka or Ted. I think you got to go Egbuka. It's a great spot for Egbuka. I do like Ted this week, but man, Egbuka, I think there's too much upside here. Dale, Juwan Johnson or Darren Waller? I just go Waller. T. Rich, Godwin or White in the flex? I probably just go Rashad White here. I think it's a little too soon for Godwin. Don't hate Godwin, but maybe a little too soon. Checo, Waller or Ertz? Let's go Ertz. I don't know who that is. Plus, I don't know who Eggy is. Eggy or Kenneth Walker? Eggy? I don't know. Yes, good luck to everybody. Got 2 more minutes here. Sean Mitchell, Ladd or Godwin or Pollard at the flex? I think I just take a chance on Ladd this week. I got Ladd. I got Godwin. Probably just take a chance on Ladd. Kilo, Monty or Chase Brown? Let's definitely go Monty against the Bengals. Raymond, Ellick or Slayton? I'm going Slayton. Ridley's playing. Not sure it matters, but Ridley is playing. I'm going to go Slayton. Slayton has a good individual matchup here. Oh, it could be Egbuka. That's a good call, Dave. All right, so plus, if that's Egbuka or Walker, you got to go Egbuka. Even in non-PPR, you got to go Egbuka. Coy, Marvin Harrison or Jalen Waddle? Ooh, tough one here. I have them both as strong flexes, but I feel better about Waddle, honestly. Let's go Waddle. Cassius, Debo or A.J. Brown? I think you can go Debo over A.J. Brown this week. Again, with no Terry, J.D. playing, I think you can go Debo over A.J. Brown this week. Dale, Samuel, Godwin, or Malik Washington. I think I can bench Malik Washington here. Godwin should be good enough. Debo should be very good. It's Harv's week. His opponent left his defensive kicker in. That's on a bye week. Nice. That always feels good. You can just relax and enjoy Sunday. And Addison scored for you. All right, guys, got one more minute. Any questions here? Get them in. If not, I'm going to sign off here because the games are about to kick off, about to get underway. There we go. Looks like we're starting. Appreciate everybody being on here, asking the questions. Again, if I helped you out all this morning, hit that subscribe button, the like button. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, we got videos dropping every day to help you win in week 6. So stay tuned to Fantasy Endgame. Keep it locked here. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Good luck to everybody. Hope you all take home the W's somehow, some way. And we'll see you guys back here Tuesday for the waiver wire stream. Happy Sunday, guys.